that I was pitching in.
Test, 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 test.
No other buttons to push.
Welcome to Jerry Apple Stadium here in Sherman, Texas, to see the number 20th ranked Hardin Simmons University Cowboys take on your Austin College Kangaroos. It's homecoming weekend here at Austin College as they celebrate their 175th year. Yes, you heard that right. Austin College is celebrating their 175th year under the same charter as the oldest college in the state of Texas. And as proud as the campus is for that accomplishment, we're even more proud of the 15 seniors who are playing their last home game on this field. It will be emotional for players and parents alike, as they've all sacrificed a lot to get to that point. Colton Gherkin, Grayson Stacy, John Aldridge, Colin Mushinki, Timmy Gothier, Jarrett Pleasant, Akira Ramirez, Jason Mayo, Max Walstead, Ethan Harris, Melvin Gordon III, Ethan Baker, James Drenner, Ashton Milton, and Hunter Fulton. You've all heard them make big plays over the years, but today will be the last time they get to put on that red shirt and go to work. For these players, next week will be the last time they get to put on the pads at all. It's not like other sports like baseball, soccer, basketball, and tennis, where you can play pickup games or city rec leagues. They defeated the odds and were part of the elite 7% of high school football players that made it to the NCAA and were able to extend their careers another 4 years. But to do it and get the college degree from a fantastic institution like Austin College is the icing on the cake. They have the memories and brotherhood that will last a lifetime. And the older they get, the better the stories will get too. Believe me, I know. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Kirk Hughes. In the booth with me to provide the color commentary is dual sport athlete known for his right arm. On the diamond, he put the fear into opposing batters as he led the conference in 1992 and hit batsmen. He also holds the all-time record for most hits batsman in AC career. On the football field as a QB from 91 to 92, he shares the 5th all-time longest pass and scoring touchdown record of 79 yards with the likes of Jim Owens to Gene Babb in 1955, Larry Schillings to Rory Dukes in 1980, Todd Elliott to Otis Amy, 1986, and Brett Atkins to Kirk Hughes in 1992. Of course, I'm talking about none other than Mr. Brett Atkins. Brett, you hear that list of names like Gene Babb, Larry Schilling, Rory Dukes, Otis Amy. It's pretty obvious who doesn't belong. My name's only up there because you were able to put a beautiful pass that split 2 defenders. That record was all you, and a little help from Hall of Fame Coach Churchman for calling the wrong formation because, frankly, we both know it was supposed to be Barrett Jenkins running the post pattern that day. Thanks for not correcting it.
Thanks, Kirk. It's good to be here. Yeah, it's some pretty great records to be at the top of. That's nice. The touchdown pass to you, as I recall, although it was a long time ago, I believe I closed my eyes, chucked it into the air, got knocked to the ground just in time to look up and see 2 defenders run into each other, and you running all the way to the end zone with nobody even close. It was pretty amazing.
Well, there was a couple linemen that were chasing me down that got pretty close, but luckily I was
you
able
were there.
to squeak in.
And it's 5th all time now. That's great.
Yeah, it's we're tied with a few people. There may be a couple people that have maybe gotten a couple more longer and tied with some other people, but happy to be mentioned in the same names as those, but all you.
Yeah, that was great. It's good to be here.
Yeah, and what you're watching now is the seniors as they're walking through. There's number 72 walking through right now with his parents. That's Ethan Baker, and we've already seen the others as they've walked through, such as Colton Gherkin, Grayson Stacy, John Aldridge, Colin Mashinke, listed their names earlier, Timothy Gauthier, Jared Pleasant, Akira Mares, Jason Mayo, Max Wallstead, Ethan Harris, Melvin Gadsden III. Now James Drenner's walking through with his parents and family, and it's kind of like I said, it's an emotional day at that last game, the last home game. Spend a lot of time on this field, practice-wise and everything else, and all of a sudden it just ends.
Yep, Senior Day is a special day here at Austin College. It's good to be here for homecoming and for Senior Day. This is great.
Combine the two, and the Outback is rocking. I mean, you got nothing but a sea of tents and sea of people over there. Normally we've got 1,500 to 2,000 in the stands, and I think now we've probably got about 1,500 just in the Outback alone that are over there with Billy Core cooking up some barbecue and Bo Brown handing out adult beverages.
It's always good to get an adult beverage here before the game.
And a couple other people have their grills going, so all you see is smoke. And I know as a player, that's got to be pretty intimidating, especially for some of those offensive linemen, defensive linemen. They just smell that barbecue cooking up and makes them a little hungry.
It's a good place to get in between series if you're one of the linemen, I think.
That's right. I remember for us, Coach Morris's status was always a hungry dog hunts best. That's why we ate our morning pregame meal at like 7 a.m. and didn't eat again until after the game, which was usually, a 4:30 dinner. And that little smell of the scent of the barbecue there wafting over the goalpost is not going to be something that they're going to enjoy too much.
I think that's what every prime athlete wants. Early breakfast, nothing to eat all day, play a full game, and then wrap things up.
Yeah, that was back in our day. I'm sure they've got more.
We weren't allowed to have any water either, I don't think.
No.
I have to say, so I don't live in the area. I come back from time to time, but the Outback is a pretty amazing setup. That is a lot of fun for anybody who's thinking about coming back and visiting who hasn't. It's a good time here at the football games.
It's a lot of fun, and it's good for pregame. And then they've now got TV set up over there so you can watch the game from the Outback. They've got other games going on. If you're interested in some of the Division I schools, I think Texas K-State's playing today. A&M's, Mississippi's playing today. So there's other games going on.
Yep, I think if you're watching this game, you probably have a kid out on the field. May be the case.
Kid,
Yeah, well,
grandson,
grandson,
somebody.
right.
And then we've got some alumni that are sitting back at home that couldn't make it in for homecoming. So we've got the other team, that Hardin Simmons, who, it's at about a 4.5-hour drive, I think, from Hardin Simmons. So not everybody made that drive for this game, I'm sure. But you know what? I look across and I see the stands and I see a lot of purple over there. So they had a pretty good turnout of fans that showed up.
So, Kirk, I've tried to keep up with the team this season so far, but tell me from somebody who's here kind of week to week, what's going on with the new team, and the new field looks great.
Field looks great. Team still, kind of a little bit in transition as Coach Tony Joe White, still in his first year and implementing his system and culture and trying to get that instilled. He, came on board a little bit late, so he wasn't able to, get all the recruits to complement the system that he runs offensively and defensively. But, it's always a tough transition for a student athlete to make that transition to a new coach. But he's done a really good job. We've been in every game really for the most part for the first half. It's been that second half that's kind of been the struggle. For Austin College, you look at our sideline and we've got roughly about 86 players on our entire roster. When I go through a team like Hardin Simmons or a team like Mary Hardin Baylor, they have like 120, 140.
Wow.
Now, not all of them travel. Some of those have a JV team, so they've got kids that are playing, JV, and it's just more experience, more playing time, and the more playing time they get as they get older, they, get a little bit more acclimated. And so I think it's going to give Coach White, a couple years to really build the program up and get it. Got a really young team. We've actually had a lot of injuries on the offensive and defensive line. And as you know as well, anybody's a quarterback, it all starts with that offensive line, right? If you can't protect the quarterback, if you can't protect the running backs, then there's no time to pass, there's nowhere to run. So it's got to start with the offense and defensive line, and the injuries have just been decimating for this team this year.
Yep. Yeah, I think the offensive and defensive lines, you're right, that's where it starts. So I'm looking forward to seeing both of the lines play here today. And in terms of some of the stars on each side of the ball, who are some of the big playmakers that we have here?
Yeah, so offensively for Austin College, starting at quarterback, the freshman, Jalon Talton from Arlington, Texas, Grace Preparatory. Is his freshman year. It's hard to come in as a freshman and start at quarterback when that first time you get in there, and we've seen him progress. That first couple times he got in, normally your quarterbacks get a little happy feet and they like to run, right? But Jalon actually stayed in and almost stayed in maybe a little bit too long in the pocket where, he didn't want to take off running first. But he's a really good athlete and has got really good legs and speed. So as the season's gone on, he started to get a good pocket presence and a good feel for that rush that's coming. And so when they do come, he's able to escape it and elude it. In the last couple of games, he's been able to pick some real positive yards. And now when he does have time to throw, he has a cannon like you, right? So, he can throw the thing 100 miles an hour. I've seen him throw it through some receivers' hands before, and I know some of these receivers probably have that little, what we used to call the little cross, when that football hits you and leaves a little cross and indention in your chest. He can really pump it and get it in there.
Oh, that's great.
Get some air under it. We're going to do the national anthem real fast. We're going to have a flyover here in just a second as World War I plane's going to do a flyover. Well, that was pretty special. First time I've seen the flyover. Now, we had a plane that's been circling the field the last couple of games, and he's gotten pretty close, but that was actually a planned flyover. And a little crop duster there as he let it fly.
Yep, we got some smoke coming here over the field. It was over our heads, so we couldn't quite see it, but it's pretty cool.
So for also on offense, we're talking about the offense. So Jalon, his legs, he's gotten really good about pocket presence and running when he has to. He's got a great arm. Look for him to throw it to his leading receiver is Colin Mashinki, the senior from Richmond, Texas. Dakota Lowry, the freshman from Gunner, Texas, has the most yards at 387. So look for him and the most TDs. And then Grayson Stacy's going to be carrying the rock the majority of the time. We'll also see Kristen Johnson coming in as well. Sharing the load. Grant Udisky is another one that we'll see. And then at tight end, look for Ashton Milton and Michael Kress. Those are the guys we're going to see, And they'll be throwing it a lot. This Hardin Simmons team is really, really good. Obviously, they're 20th in the nation right now, and they're leading the conference. So they're the team to beat. They always are. When we first started, our first season was really their second season as they reinstated football back in 1990. That 1991 team that we were on together, Brett, was their second season, and we beat them. And I think that was probably the last time we beat Hardin Simmons after that. They did a really good job recruiting players. They went to junior colleges, and from starting a team from scratch, that's how they do it. And we're able to build that program. They've won many conference championships. They've been in the national playoffs many times and gone very deep as well. So,
well, it sounds like the perfect team to play for homecoming.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yeah. Defensively, we'll look at Colton Gherkin, the senior linebacker. Jarrett Pleasant. Colton Gherkin, I just found out, is injured. So Jared Pleasant, injured. So that's not how you want to end your season, your senior year. So those are the guys that we normally see. Max Wallstead, again, senior. Look for Nick Chevrolet, the junior from Colleyville, Texas. If he's not injured, he'll be in there. Brady Dygert, junior linebacker. Cam Hammond, freshman defensive end. He's the leading sack leader. So with Colton Gherkin out, makes Brady Dygert the leading tackler on our team. Jeremiah Contreras, junior defensive back, leads the team in breakups. I'm not talking about girls breaking up with girls. I'm talking about, defensive back, cornerback, free safety. So he's out there. And I don't know why teams tend to throw to his side because he's leading the team. But if I was the other team, I'd scout the Austin College and go the other way. Well, Austin College is going to go out and receive the kick. Looks like that's going to be number 1, Grayson Bearden for Hardin Simmons to kick off. Number 10, Colin Mashinki, back deep. Along with number 31, Grant Udisky is one of the up men. Colin Mashinki averages 21 yards per return. Longest this season is 54 yards. It's going to be a slight breeze that the kicker's going to get to kick with, going right to left. Flags are moving.
Yeah, got a little bit of a breeze to the kicker's back here.
So I expect him probably to kick this out of the back of the end zone. And we are underway. And he's going to kick it to about 1 yard deep. He's going to take it, going to find a little bit of a hole and gets it back to about the 24-yard line. And then he stopped immediately by number 82 for Hardin Simmons.
That's a nice little return to get the game started.
Yeah, it's one of those things where they kick it that deep. If he takes a knee, they get it at the 25-yard line. If he brings it out, he takes it to the 24.5. But he gets in that situation, he's going to get the full 24 yards as the return. Right. And, but you run the risk of getting a penalty, but you also run the opportunity to score a touchdown. So you never have an opportunity if you don't bring it out.
We're always thinking positively here.
Jalen Talton's going to start out at quarterback in the shotgun formation with Grayson Stacy as the lone back. 3 receivers to the far side. It's going to be Colin Mashinki to the. And I think the play clock already expired, so they weren't quite ready for that first play.
Well, sometimes a week isn't enough to get ready for the first play.
You know, you just game plan, and then you get up there, and you're just not sure what you're going to do, but they're going to hand this one off. That's going to be Grayson Stacy up the middle for about 2 yards. Little ISO left, right?
That's right. Hardin Simmons pretty stout at the run there.
Number 93 on the tackle, that's Colton Grimes from Abilene, Texas. We see a lot of kids on this Hardin Simmons team from out in the Abilene area. Bring up 2nd down and 13 yards. A little struggle here on offense as they're just having a hard time with the snap and getting the ball off there. I think everybody knew the snap count, but maybe the center was just a little bit off, and everybody else gets called for the false start, but the center just sits there. So
that's right. We got a wasp here in the broadcast booth, so sorry, trying to take care of that.
Grayson Stacy goes out in motion. Talton drops back. A little pass over the middle, right off of Grant Udisky's chest and right into the hands of number 33, who runs it in for a pick 6. Kaysen Hanna. Grant Udisky twisted a knee, it looked like, on that as it went to make that catch. Bounced off his shoulder pads, went straight up in the air. So good pass there by Talton. Just a bad break and a bad bounce.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough start to the game. A couple of penalties, pick 6. Hopefully the Roos are getting it out of their system early here and able to come back and execute.
Best we can hope for is a balloon maybe comes in and interferes with this kick. No, referee saw it and he blew the whistle. So we thought we were going to have an extra defender out there trying to block that kick. Kicker's not looking for something coming from behind him.
Almost had a chance.
It's going to be Andy Prazik as the kicker. Good snap, good hold, good kick.
Yep.
So with 14:03 left to go in the first quarter, so not even less than a minute into the game, Austin College 0, Hardin Simmons 7. So tough break offensively.
Yeah, that's tough. I think Jalon for a first pass that can be frustrating, but hopefully he feels like he's got his first pass under his belt. Hopefully he can get a little more comfortable and start connecting on some on the next possession.
Yeah, and it really was a good pass. He's learning to put a little touch on it. He's got that cannon for an arm, and I've seen him a couple times throw it, right through the hands and burn the hands of the receiver. But he put a pretty good touch on it. It just took a funny bounce off of Mashinki's shoulder pads and went straight up.
It had the makings of a good play. It just didn't turn out like we wanted.
So we're gonna.
All right, let's see if we get a nice return here on the second kickoff return. Not what I was expecting with 14 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first quarter.
No, I don't think anybody anticipated this. I don't even think that, it's what, if you're Hardin Simmons, that's what you're hoping for.
Yeah, you got to be feeling good about things if you're Hardin Simmons right now.
This is going to go out of bounds. Oh, it's going to get into the back of the end zone, and it's okay. I'll just go take it to the 25. I thought that was going to curve out of bounds a little bit, but I think the wind maybe kind of pushed it along a little further. So hopefully they've got the play called and they know what they're going to do this time and hustle out there.
I'll have to say the new field looks really nice. The new turf that's been put down. It's really a remarkably nice facility.
Yeah, it is. And they put the signage up on the walls, nothing but the fierce. They've got the signage all over the place here. There's the same pass we saw the last time that went for a pick 6. This time it connects with Grant Uditsky. There's a flag on the play.
There's a nice pass by Jalon there. Nice catch by Uditsky.
That's kind of that square into the flanker. That was what Barrett used to run, that little small drag. And, hey, it's going to be hands to the face on the other team. I look at the vicinity of holding, so Austin College is going to pick up a first down.
That's great.
By way of penalty, but you'll take it. Moving the chains however you can. All right, 1st and 10 Roos. We're going to have 2 receivers at the far side, 1 on the near side. That's Grant Udisky, the near side. And again, another flag on the play. Got Christian Johnson in at the backfield.
Had a tight end a little anxious there. Got an early start on that one.
Maybe a pass play to him, right? Probably had his number called on that one and gets a little antsy.
Focused on the route.
So 1st and 15 now. Christian Johnson in the backfield. Jalen Talton, quarterback. Jalen's going to have to scramble out as he didn't have any chance to get that pass off. Just runs out of bounds. He had Cullen Mashinki coming across the middle again. I think he also had Christian Johnson coming out of the backfield. Good pursuit there by the Hardin Simmons defense.
Yeah, it looks like Hardin Simmons had him boxed in. They got upfield good from the interior rush, and then were able to hold the edge and keep him from turning upfield.
They basically ran the same play 3 times in a row, so by then they've kind of figured that one out a little bit. So hopefully we got something else in the playbook that we can call. There they go. So Dalton drops back. He scrambles out. Nobody out here. Finds a receiver. Gets belted by 1-2 ping pong. But number 80, that's going to be Dakota Lowry, the freshman, with a huge catch, and way to hold on to that one.
Wow, really nice focus by Dalton there, or Dakota. That's a great catch. He got hit pretty hard by 2 different defenders right as he caught the ball.
Yeah, he got sandwiched in between
to hold on to it,
and then was still able to kind of keep his legs and pick up another yard. 1st and 10 Roos. Oh, no, not 1st and 10. They backed it up, so it's going to be 2nd down and 3. I guess they didn't give him the forward momentum on that one. So Talton's going to scramble out to the left. Finds Colin Mushinki. There's the first down. There's going to be a close to a flag, but no. He got him while he was still in bounds.
Looks like the Roos got a little momentum going here. This is nice to see.
It's good to see number 13 now in, Ben Mraz. He's been out for the last 2 or 3 weeks with an injured ankle, but he's back in there. Last year, Ben Mraz was the quarterback. This year, he's the running back, playing some running back position. So look for him to carry that ball. He's a good short yardage running back. Dalton's going to drop back. There he goes, scrambled up the middle. There's nobody there. He's got plenty of room to run and picks up about 7 yards.
Yeah, Talton has nice pocket presence. When he has time, it looks like he sets his feet well. He's able to track as a right receiver and makes a nice pass, but he can also get up the field if he needs to use his legs. That's a nice combination. You know,
I think it's just taken him a few games for the game to slow down for him, right? I mean, that when you first get in there, that first time you get in as a freshman, that game's going 1,000 miles an hour. And now it's kind of slowed down. He can kind of see the field, sees what's going on. There's going to be a handoff right up the middle to Ben Mraz.
Yeah, the players at this level are a little bigger, a little faster than high school. It takes time to adjust to the new speed, and they hit harder too.
Yeah, they do. So 3rd down and 2. Roos probably going to be in 4-down territory right here. But good movement so far by the.
They may. Well, it's going to be a little bit short here.
Be Ben Mraz. He wasn't able to get much penetration by that offensive line there. Good job on the defensive line. That's number 93, Colton Grimes. And number 44, Nathaniel Finch. So 4th and 1. Roos going to split out.
It looks like we got both tight ends in.
Both tight ends in. Colin Mashinki at the far side. Grant Udisky to the near side. Ben Mraz in the backfield. 7 seconds still left on the play clock. Right up the middle, and he's going to fall forward. Good job there by Ben Mraz keeping those feet moving. It looks like he was stopped initially at the line and then was able to kind kind of keep the legs moving and fall forward for the first down.
Yeah, nice run. Nice first down pickup by Ben there.
Now they're going to throw, looks like that's going to be Dakota Lowry getting back in there and go back to the 3-receiver set. Got Grayson Stacy now back in the backfield. He's going to go in motion. Going to fire it out there to Grayson Stacy in the flat, just off the fingertips, but it looks like I think Hardin Simmons kind of had that one covered. They had a cornerback who was playing a zone that was kind of sitting in between, waiting for him to throw it.
Yeah, it looked like they were just waiting for him to catch it. I think if Grayson had come up with that ball, I'm not sure how much he would have been able to pick up there.
Brock Butchnock, probably butchering that name. Sorry about that if you're watching this, but we'll just call him Brock from Hutto, Texas, on the defense. Bring up 2nd and 10. There he goes. Jalon's going to run straight up the middle again. Now he slides and slid a little bit late, but he's going to get the flag from two different referees. So, nowadays, as soon as that quarterback begins his slide, you got to lay off. And he did kind of roll the shoulder in there. So, good decision by Jalon.
Get a half the distance to the goal from the 16, so we'll be on about the 8-yard line, maybe 9-yard line.
Yeah, they didn't have that slide implemented back in your day. You just got hit and
you could slide. That was fine.
They still hit you.
You still get hit.
And you didn't get the penalty for it.
No, it was hitting was encouraged back then.
All right, Austin College is actually going to huddle up. That's one of the rarities you see them actually in the huddle. And they're going to kind of go to a 2-receiver set. Cole Machine at the far side. Jalon dancing back there, trying to find somebody. Can't. Smartly just throws that one away.
Yeah, look, everybody's covered pretty well there. Good decision on his part to get rid of it.
Had everybody over in this right corner, and there was nobody back to the left, and I think we had a bit of a wall with some of our alignment. If Jalon decided to run back to the left, he's got the speed and the wheels. I think he could actually beat everybody at the corner. But it's hard to see. It's easy to see from up here.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot easier to see who's open when you're about 50 feet above the players. Looks like they're running into the short side of the field, too. It was kind of crammed over there.
Christian Johnson's going to take that ball as he
Nice
center
run.
steps, tries to get the corner, and he does get at the corner. They're going to give him the pylon. They're going to say he was out at the 1-yard line.
So close.
I think he may have stepped out before he made that dive. But good job there as he let that play develop as he stood behind the line and set up his blocks very well.
Kirk, is the coach going to throw a challenge flag here?
Yeah, I think the play booth just says no. I said, just take it.
The video screen.
Video screen says, yeah, exactly. So 3rd and 1, and it's going to be 3rd and 6.
Start.
So looks like number 86 for Austin College, Ashton Milton, senior, tight end out there, a little over anxious. Wants to make a name for himself. That's not the way he wants to do it, though. So looked like he was setting up for blocking. So I think that they were planning on running that one. But you got to think, we got 2 plays to get it in. So 2 receivers to the near side, Udisky and Mushinki out there. Going to hand it off. Big hit there. Johnson gets just back to the 5-yard line. So they're going to go ahead and send the kicker out there. I think if they would have gotten a couple more yards, they might have thought about it. But I think just smartly just put some points on the board. Great drive by the offense as they sputtered that first drive. Looked like they were going to sputter a little bit at the beginning with a couple penalties, but were able to string together multiple first downs to put us in field goal position.
Yeah, a couple of nice runs, a couple of really nice passes by Jalon. So nice to see him on the board here. Kick's good.
Nice job there by John Aldridge. Just got that through. They had a pretty good – they put the kick block on, and they just about got there. But Aldridge splits the uprights on his senior year and says, I got this. So with 7:46 to go in the first quarter, Hardin Simmons Cowboys 7, Austin College Roos 3. So good drive there by Austin College against a really good Hardin Simmons defense.
Yeah, Hardin Simmons has looked good, but I think Austin College was able to put together a nice drive. Looks like Jalon settled down just a little bit. I think he looked good on the first drive, too. It was just an unfortunate tip on the pass there that led to the pick six. But if he can keep this up, I think the Austin College is going to be in a good spot.
Hardin Simmons coming in on the year, averages only giving up 19 points to opponents. Austin College averages 14 points a game. So, for Austin College, it's a good start there to get some points on the board. I think that's probably the smart play. Yeah, we'd like the touchdown to respond, but better get something out of it instead of nothing.
Sure, yeah. 3 points on the board, halfway through the first quarter. It's a good ball game.
So KJ Peoples back to receive. John Aldridge to kick off. Going to kick into the wind here. Actually looks like, yep, Peoples is going to take this one at about, and he bobbles the ball. It bobbles off his chest, so bobbled it a little bit. Able to get the corner, though. Gets around the edge. Going to get taken out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. So good recovery by Mr. Peoples. Taken out by number 9 for Austin College. Pablo Cantu, the sophomore from Kingwood. Also, Cam Hammond out there pushing them out of bounds.
Let's be our first look at the Austin College defense.
So for Hardin Simmons, we got quarterback. We got Galon Glenn, senior quarterback from Waco, Texas. Going to drop back for a quick pass. Is going to hit number 6 right off the bat. That's KJ Peoples. I'm going to pick up a quick 10 yards. Brought down by number 5, Brady Dygert. He just kind of found a hole in the zone there. Austin College defense is in the zone look.
Yeah, it looked like he just sort of settled down in between a couple of defenders. Picked up 11, just sat down and took the yards.
This time they're going to hand it off to, well, it's considered a pass because he threw it forward, but KJ Peoples takes it around the outside and picks up about 14 yards on that one. So 2 plays and 24 yards. So this Hardin Simmons offense is moving pretty well. Offensively, Hardin Simmons offense averages 31 points a game. So they've got a great offense to go with that good, stout defense. Hardin Simmons is going to have 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near with the tight end in the slot. Fake the handoff to number 3. Throw it out there to number 2. Big tackle there by
really
number
nice
50.
tackle.
Yeah, 56. That's going to be Max Wallstat, Highland Village senior.
Yeah, really nice tackle by Max. He was able to track it down and get out there quickly, and yeah, that was great.
It was number 2, Dozie Afidi, Tyler, Texas. Bring up 2nd and 2. Hand this one off to number 3. He's going to pitter-patter between the tackles, but he finds a small creek. Not much of a hole, but, man, when he made his
really
cut,
able to
he
get
took it
through
up
there.
there. Brady Dygert brings him down, and first down, Hardin Simmons.
Yeah, you're right. Not much of a hole there, but he's able to get through it quickly, and then it looked like the zone defense had a little space for him to exploit.
Usually you don't want your running back kind of toe-tapping through there. Going to stretch this one out. Good job by the Austin College defenses. Number 43, Nick Chevrolet was chasing them down. Number 47 for Austin College came up and made a good play, too, make that tackle. That's Seth Rodriguez, the sophomore from Seguin.
Yeah, really nice play by Seth there.
No gain, so stretch that one out, and that's the red shirt defense right there. Stretch it out and let your brothers come finish it off.
That's right.
Exactly what they do. Play that great team D and pursuit. Hardin Simmons trying to get the play in. They still have 11 seconds on the play clock. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. They're going to keep that tight end kind of in a slot position. Quick out route there. Cut that back in.
Ooh,
Number 6 breaks some tackles, but finally brought down by number 3, Trey Brewer. Saved a touchdown there. Yeah, Cam Hammond, the defense. He's a defensive end slash. He's kind of like your Charles Haley. He can line up in the linebacker position and or Parsons, Micah Parsons. He can line up in the linebacker position, defensive end position.
Kind of all over the field.
Call him a defensive end, but he's an athlete.
There you go.
He's always around the ball. So it's going to be first and goal from the 4 for the Cowboys. Galen Glenn still at quarterback. That's going to be Noah Garcia in the backfield. Going to flip it to Garcia. He's going to try to get to the outside corner. Stretches it. Good job there by the defense stretching it out. Again, there's Cam Hammond, and there's number 29 in there as well. First time we've called his name in a while. Josh Vreeland, the freshman from New Braunfels. And I think we're going to get a hold. No, they're going to get a face mask. I didn't see where that came from. I didn't see the face mask.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the replay on that.
Flags came out before they made the tackle, but it could have been hands to the face or I don't know what they're looking at here. All right, well, first and goal from the 2 now. Going to hand this one off to number 3. That's going to be I think Noah Garcia from Abilene, Texas. Touchdown, Cowboys. They're going to have an offensive lineman's trying to catch his breath on the field there. Possible hamstring. It's a bad feeling. Real bad feeling.
I ain't seen anybody get hurt out here.
Yeah. He hopped up on his own, and he might have got hit somewhere where you don't want to get hit, too, and trying to catch his breath. And
I didn't quite catch the number there. Looks like Hayden Philpott. Looks like he's up walking off okay. Maybe we'll see him again later in the quarter, later in the game.
Andy Prazak back for the point after. Good snap, good hold, no flags. Kick is good. So with 4:27 to go in the first quarter, Hardin Simmons Cowboys 14, Austin College 3. So the difference really in this game so far is it's really been one play. It was that pick 6. So Austin College is going to have the ball really for the 3rd time.
Yeah, outside of the pick 6, it looked like Austin College had a nice drive down the field against Hardin Simmons, and Hardin Simmons was able to take it right back down the field. So let's see what the Roos can do to answer here.
Now, Brett, you can hear it. I don't know if the fans can hear it at home on through our microphones, but you can hear the band playing here. That's something we didn't have when we played here.
Yeah, the band is great. When we were down in the Outback, they came over and played over there too. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, they're pretty small, but they're very mighty.
Well, third kickoff return, maybe the 3rd time's a charm here for the Roos. See if they can do something with it.
Grayson Bearden's going to...
He may have a chance to return it, too.
He's going to take it about the 2-yard line. Oh, struggles to bring that out to the 15. Good coverage, coverage and pursuit. That looks like that was number 20. Javion Mays from Cedar Park, Texas on the tackle. So Austin College is going to take over at their own 15. Grayson Stacy in the backfield. Colin Mashinki, Grant Udisky, Dakota Lowry all split out to the far side. Hands that off to Stacy. Oh, not able to get anywhere. Good job there by the defensive end who shed his block, made the tackle, and held him up. It was number 32, Zacoby Haverty, and number 21, Jay Black on the stop. Austin College gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and that was it. 2 receivers to the far side, one at the near. Stacy goes in motion. Jalon tries to scramble
boy.
out. Oh, that's
He just barely got caught there. Looked like he was about to escape from the blitz and had a couple of guys he could have hit. But that's tough.
30.
Tough to see and tough to get away from when the pressure comes up the middle like that.
Yeah, it does that spin move, that old Tony Romo kind of back, blind spin move. What he didn't know was there was two guys kind of sitting there, and
coming from the other way.
but they barely, it was kind of one of those shoestring tackles that he gets out of that, and I think he's sitting at the 40-yard line. Going to hand this one off to Stacy, who gets hit right at as soon as he gets the handoff, and he's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up 4th and a mile, and they're going to send out John Aldridge to punt this one into the wind with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, hopefully we can get one a good one off here. He's backed up to the very back of the end zone. He's going to have a short snap here, so hopefully we can connect on it and get a spiral on it into the wind.
Now, they've got 2 defenders back. I would thought they might be trying to go for the punt block. They went for the field goal block, but they're maybe going to settle for a punt return here. And, yeah, they kind of
got
are.
A decent punt off.
Got a good punt off, and, hey, you know what? Got the job done. No return because he sends the punt returner out of bounds. That's number 6, KJ Peoples, who catches it on the sprint but goes straight to the sideline. Now there's some words being said. Some friends getting reacquainted, maybe. That's
a little homecoming camaraderie there.
That's the junior Ryan Broganoff who's having a little conversation with somebody. Coach White didn't appreciate that too much. I think he went over and told him how the program handles those kind of interactions.
You have to say it's a nice turnout here for homecoming, both for the Austin College side and the Hardin Simmons fans have turned out well too. It's a great day, perfect weather for football.
Boy, couldn't ask more.
Fantastic, yeah.
72 degrees, slight breeze, no cloud in the sky. Only clouds what the plane left over. Oh, nice job there. That's number 9, Cam Hammond, Pablo Cantu, who got a finger on that one and broke that up.
Yeah, really nice play by Pablo there.
Took that angle there and saw that he had an opportunity. Couldn't intercept it. It was a little bit too high, but great job. He doesn't make that play. I think that guy takes it to the 10-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 10. Going to hand that one off. That's going to be number 26, who does get to the outside, but brought down again by Pablo Cantu. Last carry is by Colton Marshall, number 26. Bring up 3rd and 7, 3rd and long. So good job by the defense here. See if they can hold them. They're probably in 4-down territory. So they are going to pass. Plenty of time there. Gets up, finds the receiver, but he's going to come up well short of the 1st down marker.
Nice play by the Austin College defense. That was got a little bit of pressure on Galen there and able to keep picking up a 1st down.
Yeah, that's Jeremiah Contreras, which, like I said, he leads the team in pass breakups. And that one, he wasn't able to break it up, but he was hit as soon as he made that catch and only able to pick up about 4 yards. So it's going to bring up 4th and 4. And like I said, it was 3-down territory, so you kind of knew they were 4-down territory. You knew they were going to go for it here.
Yeah, let's see if they can get some pressure on Galen here.
Sure enough, they're going to bring it. They're going to get a little pressure on him. Ball's hit and caught as soon as he makes the catch there. That's number 3. Trey Brewer makes the tackle.
Well, Austin College defense got some good pressure up the middle and off the edge, but Galen got it out just in time, able to connect to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, 1st and 10. That was a big defensive play there. Austin College really needed that one. There, Galen's going to get some pressure there. They got a little screen pass going there. Number 26 off his fingertips, Colton Marshall, but
Colton Gherkin was there to try and clean things up a little bit.
Yeah, and Cam Hammond was right there, too, putting the pressure on Galen Glenn.
That was Jeremiah Contreras. So
the screen pass, you want to get the pressure on them, and that's what they want you to kind of go after them, but I don't think they were expecting Cam Hammond to get there quite that fast. So bring up 2nd and 10. Looks like somebody
Some
moved.
movement on the offensive line there.
There we go. On that last one, looked like that was Josh Freeland who started kind of sneaking in a little bit. Now, Josh Freeland, at the freshman, 5'11", 185, intimidated. It looked like he intimidated the offensive lineman. That's number 76, Khalil Spivey, who's 6'1", 340. I'm not sure that
Wow.
that size difference does it, but he got him to jump. So either way, it worked. Moved him back 5 yards.
Yeah, the Hardin Simmons offensive line has some big guys on it.
Those guys can eat some barbecue for sure.
I'm glad we got over to the outback before they did.
Yeah, no kidding. 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Probably the last play. They're going to hand it off. Oh, number 3 just able to squeak through there. Brought down by number 47, Austin College. Seth Rodriguez.
Yeah, Seth Rodriguez has had a couple of plays here. He's been playing well today.
Another player down on the field. I'm not sure if that's the running back who was running the ball there. Might be number 3, Noah Garcia. He did kind of twist around a little bit on that play.
Yeah, I didn't quite. He was there was a big pile around him when he got tackled, so hopefully he didn't get an ankle twisted or something down there.
So this,
at the end of the first quarter here, 14-3, Hardin Simmons. Rue's looking good. I think the score doesn't tell the whole story here.
so they're doing a presentation ceremony right now, scoreboard ceremony for Rossi Weldon Felix, who passed away unexpectedly on September 1st of 2022 in a vehicle accident. Rossi, his infectious laugh and friendly demeanor are missed constantly. He was a star defender tackle for the Austin College football team 1981 through 84. After a standout career in football and track at Hillcrest High School in Dallas, Texas, Rossi was a member of the 81 National Championship team and 1984 Conference Championship team and served as a graduate assistant coach of the 85 Conference Championship team. Rossi's athletic accolades were many, highlighted by his 3-time All-Conference football selection, All-Conference discus thrower and track, first-team All-American football selection in 84, with 23 quarterback sacks that led the college football divisions. Following graduation with a degree in business, Rossi married wife Kristen, who hails from Sherman, Texas, and distinguished himself in health and care finance. Rossi and Kristen raised daughters Laura, Livia, and Tess, and son Will, and were members of the First United Methodist Church Richardson, where former AC All-American and teammate Clayton Oliphant serves as pastor. Rossi's friend, teammate, Phi Sigma Alpha fraternity brother Mike Foster donated and established the AC scoreboard in Rossi's honor. So anytime we see the scoreboard now, he'll be memorialized up there. I always think of him.
Yep, great to see that.
Good job there. That's number 5, Brady Dygert on the tackle.
Yeah, I've met Rossi a few times and really liked him. Just a great guy. Nice to see him being his memorial here.
So it looks like Hardin Simmons second quarter, they're kind of playing the what you do back in YMCA. They've switched quarterbacks here. A.J. Hawkins is going to get the second quarter. He's the sophomore from Arlington, Texas. He's going to carry this one himself and take this all on his own. And again, the Brews stretch it out. Flag comes in late. I think there's going to be a holding, but number 5, Brady Dygert I think he was the one getting held and still made the tackle. So good job by Brady Dygert in stretching that out and making the tackle.
Yeah, Brady made a nice tackle, and again, Seth Rodriguez in there. He's held the edge and forced the quarterback upfield.
Seth Rodriguez, he's here, he's there, he's everywhere. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 20, so big break for the defense there. I'm sorry, 1st and 20 still. So now they got Galen Glenn back at quarterback. He's got a receiver sitting out there kind of all alone in the flat. Number 11, Talion Garrett, sophomore from Dallas, Texas, from Carter High School. He was so open. He was over there just clapping, trying to get his attention. But Austin College kind of left him open in the flat. Just two other receivers in the same vicinity. They kind of flooded the zone, and Austin College took the deeper zones, and left him all alone.
It'd be nice if Austin College could get a hold here. I want this game to get away from them here early in the second quarter.
It's going to be number 26, Colton Marshall in the backfield. It's going to be handoff to Colton, who slips through the line, gets through, and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, I take back what I just said. 20-3, Hardin Simmons. It was a nice run, I have to say. I thought the defense did a pretty good job of stuffing everything, but Hardin Simmons running back was able to weave through there and pick up the touchdown.
Did a pretty good job. That offensive line did a good job, too, making holes. That's going to be Bryce Hernandez, James Sandifer, Miguel Valdez, Khalil Spivey, Hayden Philpott. Point after is good, so 3:16 left to go in the second quarter. Hardin Simmons Cowboys 21, Austin College 3. Let's see what Austin College can do here with the wind at their back. So in this little TV timeout, Austin College Athletics is excited to announce this week's Modern Woodman of the American Student Athlete of the Week that highlights our great student athletes on and off the field of play. Congratulations to Dakota Lowry from the Rue football team for being named our Student Athlete of the Week. Modern Woodman is proud to recognize and support the ongoing achievements of Austin College student athletes. Their North Texas region understands that the pursuit of excellence on and off the field creates a foundation for continued excellence after graduation. Regional Director Tim Smith, an Austin College alum and former student athlete, prides himself on hiring student athletes for rewarding careers in financial advising and planning. For more information about opportunities for careers and internships, go to mwacareers.org. That's mwacareers.org.
Well, speaking of careers, it's hard not to notice all the new development going on around Sherman here. It's like TI's building a big new facility, and
they have brought in a lot of big companies. That's going to good job there by Colin Mashinki to let that go out of bounds. Austin College's going to get a good field position now. But yeah, they've done a good job of building up the area as you drive in on 75. And now the downside is because of the growth, 75 is still under construction. And our favorite exit is no longer there, where we take the dip and lose our stomach as they've redeveloping that area. That was just demolished about 3 months ago. People are still complaining about it.
Yeah, no, it's great to see all the growth that's come out this way. I mean, the Sherman area has really grown over the last 20, 30 years since I was in school here. Doesn't seem that long ago.
Doesn't. Not when you come back.
I don't like to do the math.
Jalen Talton still at quarterback. Jalen's going to scramble out. Good job there. I'm not sure if he got that past the line of scrimmage, but they're going to give him the benefit of the doubt as he was getting hit as he was throwing. And that's a tough throw. Running to your left, trying to throw that back with your right hand, that's still a pretty tough throw.
Yeah, it looked like he played that pretty well. He had enough pocket presence to wait, and then got fleshed out and was still trying to find something and just threw it away at the last second. I think that was a smart play on his part. Gives them 2nd and 10. Hopefully they can make something happen here.
He had the speed to get around the corner. I think the defender took a great angle, though.
Yeah, it looked like he couldn't quite turn the corner there, so a nice move just to throw it away and get another down without losing any yards.
And there's the bullet that we talked about, and that's there he goes. Grant Udisky's going to take the field. He's still running all the way down to the Cowboys' 25-yard line, and wow, what looked like a little 10-yard pitch and catch turned into a 35-yard pitch and catch as
it looked like he might have taken that to the house.
Colin Mashinki was just bouncing off people.
Kirk Hughes-esque.
No. I bounced off people, then I hit the ground. Huh? Barrett Jenkins
That was great.
the one that takes them to the house. Steve Sullivan.
No, Barrett.
1st and 10 Roos. Jalen's looking now. He's going to run. He may run this one. He's got the room. He's going to take it out about. Hey, you pick up 7 yards on first down. That's what you want, right? Take it.
Take it. Yeah. Looks like Hardin Simmons is sitting back in a zone, so a lot of the receivers are covered, and Jalen makes a nice play there just to take off and make a nice dent in the first down yardage there.
You know, Jalen kind of points to the end zone and says, "Go to the back of the end zone," and takes the defenders with him, and then he goes and picks up 7 yards.
It was a nice move. It looked like he was pointing like he was going to pass it and kept the defenders frozen for just another split second.
Got Ben Mraz back there in the backfield now. There's Colin Mushinki. Touchdown, Austin College.
Nice play. Nice pass. Nice catch. Great execution there by the Roos.
Yep, that's the same play they had the pick 6 on, but they came back. They've come back to it a couple times, and it's been there. And that play is always, some reason, it's always there. If you have that receiver who's willing to go through the linebackers, which most receivers don't like to go through linebackers, but to weave between the linebackers like that, and then Jalen, that time he went ahead and put the bullet on and sped it up and made sure he got there fast and got through the defense. And that's a great drive by Austin College.
Yeah,
a good response
nice
and a
drive.
good answer.
Yeah, it looks like Jalen's really got his feet under him now. He's moved the Roos down the field every series since the first one, and I don't know, back to having a ball game here.
Yeah, with 12 minutes to go, Hardin Simmons Cowboys 21, Austin College 10. You know, you take away one play, and don't want to harp on it a little bit, but we're one play away from there. So Austin College defense can flip the script a little bit and make that one play.
Yeah, if the defense can hold here, I think Roos will be in a good position if we can get another touchdown on the board before halftime. To tell you, the hardest thing about the broadcast here is the constant smell of the barbecue wafting in from the outback.
Well, that southern breeze is tough, right?
I don't get great barbecue often, so it's when it's around, it's hard not to go to it.
Tell me, San Francisco, California doesn't have good barbecue?
San Francisco has, I live in San Francisco, but it has a lot of great things. Barbecue is not one of them, unfortunately. At least not like around here.
No.
Here I can basically go to any corner and get great barbecue.
I get some good Korean barbecue down there, right?
Yeah, good Korean barbecue, but
not the same.
That's not the same as Texas
not
barbecue.
The same. John Andres kicks it to the goal line,
kick.
so great kick there as he pins them deep. It's going to be number 6 who brings this out. Number 21. Oh, nice tackle by number 21 for Austin College. Easy Robertson. Nothing easy about that, but picked him up and threw him back about 5 yards.
I'm glad Easy made a play because I was looking forward to saying his name. It's fantastic.
It's an awesome name, isn't it?
It's a great name, and that was a great tackle. So nice tackle, Easy.
KJ Peoples brings that out, and he paid the price there.
Yeah, he took a shot from Easy on that one.
No, but you know what? He set his feet, and he was sat there and waited for him and didn't give him an opportunity. At the same time, there was a penalty on them. It's going to move it back, so kind of a double whammy. It's tough when you're running it back and you get jacked up like that, and you're like, oh, well, that's okay. But then you don't get the benefit of the yards because somebody held on the play. So exactly what we wanted was the special teams made a huge play, backs them up. Cowboys are going to start at their own, looks like their own 12-yard line. So they went back to Galen Glenn. So A.J. Hawkins came in for one play. I think they have A.J. Hawkins is their typical running quarterback. He runs the ball more and does less passes, but they had a special play call before, so they're not rotating quarterbacks like we thought. Number 3. Oh, good move there by number 3. 2 good moves as he's just Noah Garcia. Now, there's a little bit of extracurricular activity as offensive lineman still blocking downfield after the play, but
yeah, nice run there by Noah. He, the AC defense had a couple of guys that looked like they had him locked in, and he was just able to cut away from them right at the last second.
He stopped and cut in, stopped and came. He did the same move 3 times in a row, and it worked.
Yeah. Nice run.
Only good thing is from the defense, what you want to do is force them back to the inside. So they were able to force them back to the inside, eventually got them down, but not after he picked up the first down. 1st and 10 Cowboys. And this,
I can feel the stands
Yeah,
shaking
the
with
stands are shaking.
people cheering down there. That's great.
Going to be a pass, and there's going to be pressure on the quarterback. Ball's tipped away. Nice job there by number 36.
Devin Holcomb over there with a tip. That was a great play.
And Brady Dygert put the hit on Galen Glenn right as he released the ball. So good job there on both sides of the defense.
It looked like Jeremiah Contreras had nice coverage on the ball, and then able to come over and knock it away at the last second. That was great.
That's one where you want them to figure out a way to, it tips up and tips right in somebody's hand, right? I mean, they got the lucky bounce. Why can't we?
That's right. I think we're due here for a tip drill pick six.
Definitely
the other way.
do. See if we can get this crowd back into it. This crowd's trying to get into it. They're going to hand this one off. And he's going to get to the outside, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards. Joining us in the booth is Mr. Blake Hyde and Mr. Ed Holt. Good to see you. Ed Holt was a defensive end, played on the national championship team. Coach Morris tells the story, the famous story of Ed Holt, who is playing defensive end and gets on the far side of the field, chases down the opposing team's running back and takes him down, saves a touchdown. All right, it's going to bring up fourth down. They're going to maybe have to measure it. They're going to measure this one, right? You got to measure this one. Oh, that's a bad spot. That referee didn't pay attention to where his knee went down. And they're going to give him the first down. But a good job there on the defense.
Tough break on the spot there.
But still time for Bruce to make a stop. They stretch this play out. Jeremiah Contreras comes up. Number 93, Hunter Fulton, senior, put a little late lick on the running back, and the running back's slow to get up.
Is that Noah?
That's Noah.
Noah's down.
Yeah. Fulton put his right shoulder kind of in his back there a little bit.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Hopefully Noah gets up here, but Noah's had some really shifty and nice runs. We're going to take a little break here for Noah to get attended to.
Let him, yeah. All right, we're going to have Mr. Ed Holt on with us now as a guest announcer. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
So now, after you graduate from Austin College, tell everybody what you do now.
I'm an obstetrician gynecologist. I practice at Baylor Scott & White in Waxahachie.
So no dumb athletes at Austin College, huh?
Well, I may have been one of those, but I overcame it.
Okay, well, you must have overcome it pretty quickly. You don't usually go from football to being a doctor like that. So.
Actually, we had judges, attorneys, physicians. Most of the guys that went to school here with have gone on to professional careers.
Yeah, no, that's what, like I'm saying, that's the thing about Austin College. You don't come here, you come here to play football and you love the sport, and that's why you do it. Otherwise, you'd be at a big school, but you do it because you're going to get a great education, and that's what really it's all about. And brotherhood and your friends that you meet, and you got friends for life and everything else.
Exactly.
Now, your brother, I think, played football maybe a little bit here and there, too.
A little, yeah. He was a little bit bigger time than I was. He played at Angelo State and went on to play for the Niners for 5 years and the Falcons for 3. Won 2 Super Bowls, a couple Pro Bowls. I think his proudest accomplishment was making the All-Madden team.
Oh, wow. That's pretty impressive right there. Anybody can be mentioned with the same name as John Madden and be on his team. I think this player, they're going to end up bringing the ambulance out here.
Oh,
I think
sorry.
He took a shot, I think, to the back right in his kind of kidney area, and I think he got hit pretty good.
I got a question for you to ask Mr. Holt.
I'm going to hand this over to Blake Hyde and let them chat for just a minute.
All right, Roo Nation. Well, it's about 9:48 left in the second period. Ed, you played on the national championship team at Austin College, right?
I did.
What's one of your favorite memories of that championship season?
Man, there's so many. I think probably we kicked the field goal, we were on the sideline, and most of my teammates and I thought we went to overtime. We didn't realize that in the national championship game it was called if it was a tie. So we were all kind of stunned when the game was called, and then we all just erupted and you know, had to be pleased with a tie. But it was better to have that than the way it was looking with, what was it, a minute 24 left on the clock?
I think it was. Mike Foster and I were here at that game right on the 50-yard line as recruits, seniors in high school, watching y'all play that day. If y'all didn't know there was no overtime, the only other option might have been let's just King's X and start all over again.
Right, exactly.
So,
yeah, I think we were all ready to play another quarter, but those were the rules for the championship game.
Ed, what do you think about the stadium with the turf and the scoreboard and the lights?
Well, one of my teammates and I were talking about that earlier. We were like, oh, man, I wish we could have played on this.
It's beautiful.
I told him, I said, dude, you'd have been running a 4-1 instead of a 4-3.
Absolutely. Well, folks out there, if you got something for Kirk Hughes, text him or email him. You want a shout out for the rest of the game. He's done a tremendous job all year long on the Austin College home games, bringing the play-by-play action. Ed, what's your favorite memory? Last question. I don't mean to keep grilling you, Doc.
No, you're good.
I got one more. What is your favorite memory of Larry Kramer, the coach who coached you on the national championship team?
Well, I hadn't played football for 2 years before I came up to Austin College. And I remember I was sitting in his office, and he goes, what makes you think you want to play football again? And he pushed his glasses up, and he was an intense individual. I mean, he was very intimidating.
Yes.
And I think I kind of shrunk down in my chair. And I said, well, Coach, I just want to play. And he's like, all right, send me some film. So I sent some film. A few weeks later, I get a handwritten note from him that says, hey, Ed, looked at your film, think you can help us out with your pass rush. Come on up in August.
Awesome.
I still have that letter.
You still have the letter?
I do.
Larry Kramer, Austin College legend. Well, we got the injured player up on a stretcher. He's certainly conscious. He's got his hand on his face. I hope he's okay. Give our prayers out. Number 3. We'll get a nice round of applause. Kurt, thank you for letting us stop in and say hi on homecoming day, and hope everyone out who's listening to the game continue cheering Go Roos. Ed?
Go Roos.
Great seeing you, brother.
You too, man.
Man, what an honor to have you guys. Come join us. Really appreciate that. Hopefully they will get back to playing here, and number 3 Garcia is going to be okay and get him tended to safely. You know, speaking of, you know, like I said, there's no dumb athletes at Austin College. Brett, you graduated from Austin College. You went to Arkansas, get your degree in chemistry. Number 26 is going to take this one. A little frustration after the injury, I guess, and they're going to knew exactly what play to call there. As number 26 takes it all the way to the 12-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Colton Marshall. Nice run by Colton.
You go get your chemistry degree, and then you've realized you've racked up a pretty good student debt after you spent six or 7 years in college and decided, hey, let me go get my law degree.
There's no better thing than being in school. Being a student's a great thing. Yeah, no, I think, Austin College was great for me. It gave me an opportunity, and certainly a lot of the friends I graduated with. After I went to grad school and then went to law school, and I lived in San Diego for about 15 years, and then moved up to the Bay Area about 5 years ago. And there were Austin College folks in San Diego who are still there. I actually work with another fellow Austin College grad, a guy named Pat Morris, who graduated back in the 90s. I think he was your year, Kirk.
Yep.
There's, and it's amazing how much opportunity there is for Austin College grads all over the country. I think a lot of one of the fun things about coming back to homecoming is getting to see everybody. But, the older we get, a lot of the folks that we're friends with have found great opportunities, outside of the Dallas area, and they're all over the world now. But it's good to be back in Sherman and good to see everybody. But, lots of opportunity here locally, and then I think Austin College is good for opportunity all across the country.
Yeah, unfortunately, looks like Hardin Simmons made the opportunity and took them
upon
upon themselves and put
a lot
it in
of
the end
opportunity
zone.
for Hardin Simmons today, it looks like.
They found the end zone again with 9:04 to go in the second quarter, and Make it Hardin Simmons 28, Austin College 10. And, you know, we wanted a big defensive stop, and we felt like we had the defensive stop, but they gave them the benefit of the doubt on that fourth down play. And Hardin Simmons just took full advantage of it and drove the field in literally about 4 plays.
Yeah, they ate up a good 40 yards on the one running play. And, yeah, boy, be nice to see Austin College get back on the board here.
See how they can respond. But, you know, so 9:04 to go in the second quarter. Austin College averages about 14 points a game. They've already got 10 here early, so they've responded every time. See what they can do here. You know, they drove down the field with Jalon throwing some darts there, hitting Mushinki and hitting Uditsky.
Yeah, Jalen's having himself a game here. Be nice to see it reflect on the scoreboard a little more. But he's played really well.
They're going to kind of pooch kick this one.
Yeah, looks like a little dink kick that
they're going to
get a return on.
But, hey, that's going to be a good return and get a good field position. And they're going to, kick it to the wrong guy. They kicked it to Grant Uditsky, but who got airborne and kind of helicoptered there a little bit. But good for him for
Grant popped right back up.
Popped up and helps up the guy that tackles him. So Javion May is on the tackle. And good sportsmanship there by Grant Uditsky. So 1st and 10 Roos starting at their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, let's see what Jalon can get going here. Yeah, looks like Hardin Simmons is staying in that zone defense, so hopefully Jalon can find somebody who finds a little soft spot in there.
And he's going to go drop back to pass, and he is. He's
Yep,
going to hit the
sure enough.
Grant Uditsky coming across the end, and they got to like Uditsky. And said most guys would have just run out of bounds. Grant Uditsky then just lowers his shoulder and says,
Yeah,
all right.
I like his style. That was
like
great.
that.
Why run out of bounds when he can run into somebody else?
He's got that running.
I wish I could say that was a story of my life, but I would have run out of bounds.
Yeah.
Good for Grant, though.
Yeah, no, that's his yards after catch.
I'll live vicariously through him.
It's really good. I'd like to say we would have done that, but
Yeah, I totally would have done that. Jalon, another night. Oh,
number 35 jumped up out of nowhere.
looks like he was going for Colin Shinsky there, and looks like Colin had a step, but got batted down at the line.
Matt Mitchell from Wimberley, Texas. 6'1", 225, but he's got some ups. Got some long arms, too. He was kind of spying back there, it looked like.
Yeah, he was just kind of reading the quarterback's eyes, waiting to see where it was going to go.
Luckily, he's on defense and not good at catching the ball, so he was able to just knock it down, so we can live another day. 2nd and 10. Good job there by the O-line. That's just good coverage. I mean, that's a situation where the offensive line did a great job of blocking, and the secondary did a good job of covering our receivers, and Jalon just didn't have anywhere to go with it.
Yeah, it looks like he was looking for Colin Shinsky there, and Colin was trying to get open, but that zone had 3 defenders right around him. There's not much you could do with that.
Bring
Not
up
that one.
3rd and 10. Call Mashinki to the near side with Dakota Lowry in the slot. Grant Uditsky to the far side.
Looks like Hardin Simmons is going to bring some
gonna
additional
try-
defenders here. So AC picked it up.
Ooh.
Jalon couldn't quite get away from the pressure. Came up the middle there.
No, he was dancing around a little bit. There just seemed to be more white shirts than were red, and they eventually were able to bottle him up, bring him down at the original line of scrimmage, and bring up 4th and 10. Austin College looks like they're going to keep their offense out on the field. I don't blame them here. Inside the Cowboys' territory. I'd like to see Jalon maybe roll out to the far side. Have that run pass option.
Yeah, if he can sort of get outside of the pocket there, maybe he can find a soft spot in the zone. But Hardin Simmons has done a pretty good job in the zone of just sort of keeping everybody smothered back there. Jalon's having a hard time finding somebody open.
Now, Roos are going to let the clock run out. They're going to take the 5-yard penalty, back them up, and now we'll probably bring the kicker out. Or do we call timeout? Not sure which. Yep, they took the 5-yard penalty. So this is one where, you know what, the Hardin Simmons said, no, we're going to decline it. That's when I go ahead and send the offense back out there. Go, okay, fine, let's go for it, right?
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, at the 45, the wind at your back, that's a long field goal for even the best of kickers. And, if you punt it, then
I think you go for it. I think you
probably, making things a little bit harder for Hardin Simmons. But I don't know, being down by 18 might be a good part on the field to go for it. Well, maybe we'll see a fake here. Who knows? But definitely have the punting unit out.
Yep, and John Aldridge back to punt. He's got a 41-yard average for the year. This one's not going to help his average at all, but we're going to try to keep it inside the 20.
Really nice punt, though.
Fair catch signal for at about the 9-yard line. So great punt there as he pins them deep. It's what you want in that situation. I mean, a lot of things can go wrong, but that's really one of the best things that could happen.
I think you got to take that if you're the Roos. That's not the worst outcome there.
Now, Aldridge, this is his 5th year. Technically, COVID year got an extra year because COVID year got really messed up. There was no games in the fall. They had a 4-game schedule in the spring, but there was a torrentious rains that canceled one game. They only got one home game that year, and I think one road game. So they gave everybody the opportunity to come back for one more year.
Yeah, that's great. It's good to see him making the most of it.
Good job there by the defense.
Nice run stop.
Looks like that's going to be Pablo Cantu in on that. Brady Dygert, 45 as well. Seth Fulencheck. He still picked up 5 yards, but it didn't look like he got that much. But pretty good push by that offensive line. They're going to hand it off again. Again, the Roos bottle it up. Oh, they stripped the ball. They stripped the ball. The ball came out. I think Austin College recovered it. I saw the run.
I don't think the refs have called it yet, have they?
No, the refs were saying that it wasn't, that he was down. I think he was down. I mean, I'm always.
We can look at the replay here. We'll be able to see, but I think he may have been down before it popped out.
They kind of stripped it out there, but again, a great smothering. He lost a couple yards on that play. Again, it was exact same play, exact same result. Pablo Cantu, Cam Hammond, Brady Dygert, all in there making that play. So 3rd down and 5 here for the Cowboys. Galen Glenn at quarterback. Colton Marshall in the backfield. Galen's going to look to pass. There's a flag comes down as I think the play clock ran out. No, they would call timeout before the play clock ran out. So with 5:30 to go in the second quarter, Cowboys are going to use their first time out of the game. Oh, that was the play we were talking about. The defense had to come up with a play and felt like they maybe made it. I kind of felt like the ball had come out late and he was already down, but you hope the referees see it differently.
Yep.
They seem to see everything differently than I do usually, but it's usually I'm always seeing things red for the Rue side.
Right, exactly.
I'm not very impartial.
I'm always seeing pass interference when Hardin Simmons is on defense.
But as a quarterback,
Even
always,
on the runs.
Yeah, as a quarterback, it doesn't matter who you're rooting for. You're always seeing pass interference. That's what you never root for the defensive back.
Well, Hardin Simmons was tough back in the day, and looks like they're still tough. The Austin College defense has been known as being tough, and it's good to see them holding Hardin Simmons here.
Trying to get some pressure. Pumps it a couple times. Able to find number 11. Is going to get the first down. Taken out of bounds by number 21 for Austin College. That's Easy Robertson. Number 11, Talion Garrett from Carter, Texas. Called his name a couple times. He found a little pocket in the zone, and Galen Glenn had just enough time to lay that in there. Senior quarterback. He's pretty much unfazed. He sits back there, and he's pretty calm.
Yeah, he's had maybe a little more time than I think the Roos defense would like to give him, but
pitch this one to number 6. That's going to be
he's going to
toe the line.
Wow.
Did he get in? They're going to say No, he stepped out of bounds at about the 12-yard line maybe. But number 6, KJ Peoples again is able to take that down the sideline. Now, what's funny is that because he ran in front of the quarterback and the quarterback shovels it, it's considered a pass play.
Yeah, it's a quarterback's favorite pass play right there. Just shovel it forward about a yard and let the receiver take it for 50 and take all the credit for it.
Quarterback's dream.
That's perfect.
Austin College players shaking up a little bit. I think Devin Holcomb, with a hamstring or leg they're looking at. Calf, it's maybe a little warm out there. It's been pretty cold the last couple weeks here, so maybe a little cramping up. As this is the first time it's gotten above, 60 degrees in the last couple weeks, but looks like he hopped up.
Devin Holcomb.
From McKinney, Texas, the sophomore.
So favoring that right leg.
Oh,
Well, hopefully Devin be all right. Yeah, he grabbed his leg as soon as he took a swipe at KJ going out of bounds. Well, KJ's been tough to stop, I have to say. He is deceptive. He, when he first gets the ball, he's very patient, and then he has a quick burst after that.
yeah. Flea flicker here. That's going to be number 6. There's a hold out there, but refs didn't see that one. But a good job there by Cam Hammond to push him out of bounds. He had one man to beat, and that was Cam Hammond. And Cam Hammond stood his ground.
Yeah, nice play by Cam. Cam's a freshman, right?
He is from Euless, Texas, Colleyville Heritage High School.
Nice play.
Not many freshmen will, start on defense. We had Kevin Wilson back in the day.
Oh boy, Kevin was he was a special player. He was a really good cornerback.
Gonna fake the handoff, and they got the other quarterback in there on this one who falls down right at the goal line. That's number 8, A.J. Hawkins. A.J. comes up just about a yard short. So I think when they bring KJ or A.J. Hawkins in, it's going to be the run option here.
Looks like
it's going to bring up first and goal from the 1. A.J.'s only got 1 rushing touchdown on the year, but he has over 50 carries. He's going to take this one himself.
Oh,
you knew he wasn't handing that one off.
Yeah.
he wanted the touchdown himself to
I
make.
think, it's just
2.
a run option for him, not a run pass option.
Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the second quarter. For those of you who were interested in the UT K-State game, UT's up 30-27 with 6:07 left to go. A lot of people here in Texas are interested in that one.
Yep.
I'm interested in it for a different reason. My son will be going to K-State next year.
Oh, that's
so
right. Yeah, that's exciting.
we follow them now. See how they're doing.
So you'll be pulling for K-State next year, huh?
Yes.
Well, if we get any word on Noah Garcia, the running back who was helped off on a stretcher, we'll let you know.
Hopefully they're able to just kind of keep him in that, that ambulance is like a mobile hospital. They don't need to necessarily go somewhere if he's not life-threatening, and they can just attend to him there. And
yeah, it's nice to see that they have such good medical facilities right here. But yeah, Noah looked like he hurt his leg. He was moving around okay and everything. Hopefully he'll be back on the field here shortly.
Austin College is a new nursing program in conjunction with the Denison Hospital there, and really, really good program that they're implementing. So
yeah, it's great. It's good to see Austin College partnering with some of the local institutions here to branch out a little bit into the community.
Be a short kick. Take it by, looks like
doing
number
these squib kicks. Huh?
35. That's Tim Gracie.
Whoop. Nice return by Tim.
Yeah, I think that one's into the wind, and he just kicked it up, got it up, and the wind kind of caught that one and held that up in the air a little bit. Pretty good hang time on that one.
Yeah. Tim, as a linebacker, probably doesn't get a chance to return kicks very often, so That's got to be exciting.
It's pretty exciting when you're out there and all of a sudden, you're usually used to blocking and hitting somebody, and now the blockee becomes the the guy
Used to be
the
Deion
target.
Sanders for just to play.
All right, see what this Austin College offense can do to respond after that Cowboy drive. They're going to send a corner blitz. Oh, Jalen just couldn't get away. They kept bringing defender after defender. I think if he'd have just left a split second earlier.
Comes got away, but again, that zone coverage for Hardin Simmons seemed to have the two receivers balled up pretty good. So Traylon looked like he was kind of trying to run to either maybe pick up a few yards or just get away from the rush, maybe try and throw it away, but couldn't quite get it unloaded.
Yeah, most quarterbacks are looking to run first. He's looking to pass first, which is right. And sometimes it's going to be a little bit quicker getting out of that mentality and go right now. There you go. But nope, he still throws it. Good job there by Grant Uditsky to find an open spot and gets to the first down marker.
Nice catch by Grant, yeah. Nice 15-yard. Did they pick up the first down here?
No,
it looks like they're going to keep it short just a tad.
They gave us the wrong spot, and they gave them the benefit of the doubt, and they didn't give it to us. So Grant Uditsky's trying to stretch
refs,
it out.
whose side are you on here?
Clock's ticking away at 2:19. It'll be 3rd and 1. Gracie stays in that backfield. Austin College is going to take a timeout and talk about this. I think that's the right play. Get up there, see what they're going to do. Call timeout. Maybe call 2 plays in the huddle here.
Yeah, they got plenty of time to move down the field here. 2 minutes and 12 seconds should be enough for them to make something happen if they can connect on a few plays here.
This is the most people I've seen in the stands alone in several years here at Austin College. It's keep harping on it, but it's pretty amazing how many people turned out for this.
Yeah,
this
it's a great place to watch a game. The weather is great.
And Jeff Kelly's been to many of these games, and he just commented it's one of the largest turnouts he's seen. I'm thinking 3,500.
35,000 maybe.
Well, yeah. You're an attorney. You're not a math. There's a reason why you took law, so you don't take math, right?
I've been counting on my fingers ever since I got up here, and I'm at 35,000.
Okay. All right, big 4th down play here. 3rd down play. Talton's trying to scramble out. Oh, just off the fingertips. That looks like number 24, Trey Adams, the tight end, junior.
Yeah, Trey almost had that. That'd have been a tough catch. Nice play by Traylon to get out of the pressure there and get a pass off. Looks like they're going to punt it here on 4th and 1. Yeah, that's probably the right thing. 4th and 1, you'd like to go for it, but considering how good the field position would be for Hardin Simmons if they didn't get it.
Yeah, with 2 minutes, you're hoping your defense can
hopefully you can hold and kind of regroup during halftime.
Now, Aldridge has a leg, and he's got the wind at his back, so hopefully he can get off a good punt. A little bit of a low snap.
Low snap, but, yeah, he got it off. Nice punt.
Just went out of bounds. Want to keep that one in bounds probably. Looks like it got the roll he wanted, unfortunately.
Tough picking it up off the turf there and trying to get it off before making sure it's not blocked. But nice punt, though, down to the 20.
20-yard line, you'll take that. It's the same as if you would have kicked it in the back of the end zone. So either way, got the same result.
Let's see if the Rue defense can hold here. And maybe even if they can hold them, maybe another shot to put some points on the board this half. Both teams still have a couple of timeouts to work with, so they can make some use of the clock here.
Got Galen Glenn back at the quarterback position, so they're definitely not going to run the ball. At least with Galen's not going to run it. If he is, he's going to hand it off to Colton Marshall in the backfield with him.
You got 4 receivers for Hardin Simmons here. And they do a little hitch screen. And
he's going to slip through everybody. And that's number 11. Be number 9. Pablo Cantu is going to make the tackle way downfield. There's Talion Garrett.
Nice job by Pablo, though, to chase it down. It was a good hustle to get down there and made a nice hit on him.
So just like that, they're right back to where Austin College just had the ball almost. Actually, a little bit better yardage. So with minute 40 to go, Austin College trying to slow down this Cowboys offense, and that had the makings for.
Pablo had him stopped for nearly no gain, but like Peoples able to sneak out of his grasp. And
I think that's part of the rule changes because back in the day, whoever that linebacker was going to light that receiver up, but it would have been a defenseless, play, a hit, and
Right.
it would have been a 15-yard penalty and automatic ejection. And nowadays, you try to do the right thing and not blow somebody up, and I think it kind of cost him a little bit.
yeah, Peoples able to get away from that there. Peoples is a shifty back. He's slippery.
Plenty of times. Got a receiver downfield. Great
Nice.
coverage there by Jeremiah
Nice
Contreras.
defense.
Again, people like to pick on him, and that's the result you get.
Contreras able to get his hand in there and knock the ball away. That was a really nice defensive play.
Yeah, turns his head and looking for the ball, making a play on it. A lot of cornerbacks just try to blanket that receiver, and they just stick their hands up and don't pay attention to where the ball is. Jeremiah Contreras is a little bit different, where plays it old school, sticks with the receiver, sticks his hand up there and gets his hand in there and knocks it down. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, nice play.
So 3 receivers to the far side. They got that screen pass, and good job there by the Austin College. That's 43. Nick Chevrolet is up in there. 56. Max Wallstadt's in there. 6. Cam Hammond's in there. They're all coming for him. And nobody, you want your offensive line to put a little hit on the
Yeah, you'd like him
pass
to,
rush.
as the quarterback, maybe at least put a hand on one of the defensive players.
But that was a free pass, and they were on his tail. He just threw it away. So it's going to be a 4th and 5.
Yeah, Hardin Simmons going for it here. Part of the field where you probably makes sense to go for it, otherwise it's a long field goal under the wind. See if the Roos can hold him here.
Bruce looks like they're going to bring some pressure again, and
Pressure.
they pick it up, but he's hit right as he lets it go.
Oh, nice pass, nice pick.
Number 6 goes down and makes that catch. That's KJ
Peoples able
Peoples.
to pick it up off the ground. It was a nice catch.
Yeah,
Nice pass rush by the Roos. Just couldn't quite get there in time.
Cam Hammond hit him just as he let go of the ball. Introduced himself to Galen Glenn, but a little bit too late. Galen's going to try to run this one himself, and he's got some room, and then he made the right move and slid, and good job there by Pablo Cantu to pull
Pablo
up.
was hobbling a little bit after a couple plays ago. Looks like he's no longer has a limp, so maybe he's back to full speed.
Timeout there by the Cowboys. There's 58 seconds to go. It's going to bring up 2nd down, and they can actually, it looks like they can get the 1st down without getting the touchdown. So it's ball's on the 9-yard line. 2nd down and 8. 45 points in the half. It hasn't been the fastest of first halves. It's and then of course we had the injury, the long injury to Noah Garcia, and
Good game to take the over on here.
Yeah, exactly.
Kirk not allowed to bet though. That's,
No.
No more putting money on the Austin College games for you, huh?
Yeah, no. Don't want to end up like Pete Rose. All right, 2nd down.
Yeah.
Quick pass out there to number 88 on the sideline, but he's
Nice pursuit by the Roos.
oh, good job there. That's number 43. Nick Chevrolet, and looks like number 18 out there, Evan Dennis, teamed up to bring him down at the 6-yard line. 3rd down and 5. Fakes the handoff. Number 12 is going to try to run this himself.
Got a flag on the play here. Let's see what that is.
I think there could be an illegal formation. He did get in the end zone, but we'll see what the play is. It is going to be an illegal formation. So it's going to back them up 5 and make them do it again. Galen Glenn was looking for his first rushing touchdown of the year and just got called back, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 from the 11-yard line. 28 seconds to go here in the 2nd quarter. They're going to put 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Austin College comes out here, looks like in a little man zone coverage.
Yeah, looks like they're playing man in the middle, maybe some zone on the edge.
Trying to get some coverage, and he's going to throw it to the back of the end zone, but good coverage there by number 18, Evan Dennis.
That back corner fade is tough to execute against a zone defense. The Roosers kind of sitting on that, waiting for it.
Evan Dennis.
There's, Evan Dennis back there on the defending it.
Yeah, he's
Nice.
at 5'9", 162. He's going against Gotti Piat, the wide receiver number 88, who's 6'2", 185. So a good mismatch there, but a good job by Evan Dennis to keep the receiver in check. All you need there is just a high lob, and they're going to go for the extra point, or the field goal. Austin College is going to call timeout. Make sure they got the right guys in for the rush. They're going to try to put the block on here. I've never been in on one of these plays, so I don't know what they're talking about.
Yep.
Defensive PAT block. Usually you get your fast guys, a cornerback, or whoever's really fast on the edge and try to get them to come in. Fast and my name were never synonymous with each other, so it wasn't ever in there.
Hey, man, you had a record-setting touchdown pass. You can't do that without some speed. Although I think I did see a defensive lineman getting awfully close to your heels.
There were a few.
Far end of the
There were a few.
field there.
All right, see what they come up with here. Is they're going to overload. Looks like the near side. Jeremiah Contreras is going to try to get that corner and get the jump, and got the jump. But
Yep.
good job there by number 42, Andy Pizaic, on the point out on the field goal. So that's going to, with 20 seconds to go, Hardin Simmons Cowboys 38, Austin College 10. 20 seconds. I don't think there's enough time for Austin College to maybe respond unless we can get a good kick return here.
Yeah, if they can get the ball up to midfield with, I don't know, a few seconds to go, maybe try and get a Hail Mary or
One
something
timeout
like
left.
that.
The one thing I will tell you is Jalon has the arm.
Yeah, he's got a good arm. I think if they can get up to midfield, he can at least give them a chance to get something down into the end zone where anything can happen.
All he needs is about 5 seconds for the receivers to get to the end zone, and he can chunk it up there and just give us the Hail Mary opportunity. I've seen him pregame warm-up throwing the ball before, and he can put it
He
60,
can throw it over
60
the
yards.
mountains.
That's right.
If you're a Napoleon Dynamite fan. Not many mountains to throw it over around here, but
Not many. You can throw it over
throw it over a hill.
kick
Another
it
squib
straight up in
kick.
the air. Again, number 35 is going to get another chance at a
Wow.
return. It's a career day for him.
Yeah, look at that return. Nice.
Tim Gracie from Waxahachie.
I think that's his second return, huh?
It's his second return of the year. You know, in that situation, you know, linebackers carrying the ball, you just hope he doesn't fumble, right? That's, you know, those guys aren't used to carrying the ball, but he's doing a good job of
Yeah,
holding
I'm
on
glad
to
to
it.
see he actually took a shot at returning it rather than just sitting down on it. So 15 seconds here, you know, they could probably get, if they can get up to about the 45.
I think they're going to take
Oh,
the
they're
knee.
going to take a knee here? Okay, well.
Just get out of half and go regroup, and probably the right thing there.
Well, kept them under 40, just like they wanted.
All right, well, that's going to be the end of the first half, so we're going to take a 15-minute break here and come back for the second half. So go grab yourself a cold beverage and get yourself some food, and we'll see you here shortly. Go Roos.
Go Roos.
And we're back just in time to start this second half for Austin College as we get set for John Aldridge to kick off deep. John's going to kick this one all the way to about the 2-yard line. Taken by number 6, KJ Peoples. Man, he's bouncing off and he's got a blocker. He's got number 82 out blocking for him. But it looks like Easy Robertson. John Aldridge is the only one to beat. KJ's going to take it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Hardin Simmons Cowboys. No flags on the play. Good job there. He kind of went against where his blockers were to start with, and then it ended up setting up a pretty good wall for him. It was intended to go to the left side, and he brought that back around to the right side.
He bounced it back around to the right, and he was a tough guy to bring down. That's surprising. I thought you gave the team a rousing speech at halftime, Kirk, and thought they would come out with a little more of a chip on their shoulder.
Apparently fell pretty flat. So Austin College still trying to get personnel out there on the field. Try to block this point after attempt. Nothing but a chip shot, so not how Austin College really wanted to start that second half with a opening 98-yard, officially 97-yard touchdown return for KJ Peoples, who's had a huge game today as a receiver and now as a kick returner.
Well, Kirk, this is probably my fault. I feel like I've cursed the team by showing up on homecoming. Although last time I was here, we won.
Well, that's KJ's second return for a touchdown on the year, so he's not the only team that he's done that to. He's a good returner. He only averages 20 yards a return.
Only. I'm surprised he only has 2 returns for a touchdown this year. He's quick and tough to bring down.
Yeah, his longest on the year was 81, so he just broke that, shattered that one by an extra 16 yards.
That was Kirk Hughes' speed right there.
No. New kicker here is number 47 kicks off, and again we're going to get number 35 is going to get a return, and he's got a spin move.
Spin.
Double spin move.
And a dive.
He was down before, when the ball hit, but good job there by Tim Gracie.
Wow, Tim Gracie. Is that his 3rd return today?
His 3rd return. Yeah, I guess he worked on that spin move. You know, it's the old Nintendo, right, where you just hit the B button and spin.
That was nice.
Picked up an extra couple yards. So Austin College had pretty good field position as they start at the 37-yard line.
It looks like the Roos got 4 receivers here, so maybe they'll try and find a soft spot in the zone defense.
Air it out. Jaylon's going to drop back.
Yeah.
Pump fake. Tries to spin out and can't get away from the grip of number 93, Colton Grimes. Got a big paw on him, just would not let go. Well, when Jalen pump faked that one for a second, I thought, oh, he's going for it. He's going to go, and then he kind of pulled it down and started to run. And
yeah, Colton Grimes got in there. I think, from a quarterback's perspective, having a rush come right up the middle like that's really tough. Can't step up into it, of course, and if the defensive ends are holding the edge, it's hard to get around it.
They're going to continue to try to bring people, and they are. There's a smart play, a little screen pass or a little square into the flanker there as he comes right over the middle.
Nice catch there by Udinsky.
Yeah, so that was always Barrett's route. He made a career out of that. Catch it for about 3 yards and then cut it up and take it to the house.
Yeah, there's it seems like that's sort of the spot where Austin College is finding some success is underneath that zone. Kind of drop it back behind the D-line and in front of the linebackers who would drop them back. Which is fine to pick up a few yards, but you got to get 11 like this. It's a little tougher.
Oh, again, the pass rush just can't get away from it. He had Colin Mashinki streaking down the middle one-on-one coverage, but he just couldn't unload it in time. Try to get a hold of him. You can tell that Hardin Simmons made some serious adjustments, not just at halftime, but really that after the 3rd drive of Austin College. They drove down the field and got a field goal in that first quarter, and then they drove down and got a touchdown. And after that, they've changed up their defense dramatically as they've been spying Jalen a little bit and then also bringing a rush than the other times. John Aldridge back to punt. Winded his back. Take a couple steps to his right.
Another nice
Gets
punt.
off a great punt. Oh,
Yeah, and
got it up in the sun.
ground.
Bobbles it. Got a wall to the left
Got a lot of
side.
green
Only
in
got
front of
John
him here.
Aldridge to beat. And Aldridge tries to push him out of bounds, but he just can't. No flags on the play. It's going to be another touchdown. That's number 84. Damian Gomez, sophomore from Mansfield, Texas. That's his second touchdown on the year on a punt return. You know, well, you see this all the time. The ball got great punt, good hang time, out-kicked his coverage a little bit, which you can't fault the punter for that. But the kick returner bobbles it. Anytime that kick returner bobbles it, you see the defense kind of relax a little bit. They think, oh, you know, they relax, and then the next thing you know, he picks it up and is able to take it to the house.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, I think it throws off the timing of the coverage team who is keying off, you know, when they're expecting him to catch it. And so if there's a few seconds in there where he's picking it up off the turf, you know, people get out of their lanes or, you know, people are surprised when he picks it up and turns upfield. Unfortunately, I think the Roos let Hardin Simmons off the hook there. They could have pinned him back. 52-10, Kirk.
52-10. Well, Cam Hammond almost got a hand on that extra point, so he broke through and got up there. Just Cam is 6'1", 215. I think if he was 6'3", he gets that one.
So, Kirk, what are you going with here if you're the Roos? Down 42.
Down 42. I'm hoping they kick it off, and I think this time, Tim Gracie's going to use the spin move a couple times on the return. I think he's going to use the jump back step, right, where you jump back a little bit and then you take off forward.
That's
so,
right. Maybe he'll put it on the ground for a few seconds, trying to throw off the kickoff coverage.
Yeah, just set it down,
Seems
right?
to be working.
I think he's talking to Colin Mashinki back there and says, hey, maybe I'll catch it and pitch it to you. What do you think about that?
Yeah, they're definitely talking. I think my money's on Tim getting the ball here. No, they're going the other way.
They're going to go the other way. Oh, smart play there. That's the cerebral Austin College play there. Number 26 who does the fair catch. That's Christian Johnson, who knows that if he doesn't do the fair catch, he's going to get creamed and killed and probably get, fumble the ball because he's going to get lit up. But knows, hey, put my hand up and I'll be protected, and we're going to get the ball at the 41-yard line.
Well, Christian's a running back. He knows he'll get his hands on the ball again.
Yeah.
Tim, ball comes to him, he's taking it and running.
It's his time to shine. 3 receivers to the far side. Christian Johnson in the backfield. There he is.
Nice run by Christian. It was a good
Yeah.
pick up of 6 or 7 yards. Tough run. Be nice if they could get Christian. I mean, 42 is a lot of points to try and make up run on the ball, but it'd be nice to see if they could see Christian soften up that defense a little bit. If nothing else, it'd be nice to slow down the pass rush by getting him involved a little more.
Yeah, good job by Jake Nelson and Felix Flores, Ethan Baker, Trevor Timmerman, James Drenner, all in there. Good job blocking by that front line. Again, another good run by Christian Flores, but number 34 was able just to bring him down by his shoelaces, grabbed his ankles and wouldn't let go. That's Cade Michna from Lorena, Texas. Bring up 3rd down and 3.
So Christian's had the ball twice here. They may give it to him a third time here to pick up a few yards. Well, it looks like
no, maybe it's just signaling out there. Maybe it's just a fake dummy signal. Omaha. No, it's a real symbol. Yeah, Jalen's got the running lane if he wants to take the running lane. Oh, he didn't realize it's third down. You got to go ahead and take the run on that one. I think if he just tucks that away, he gets that first down. But there is a flag on the play. It looks like there may be.
back in the area you might expect to see some defensive holding or pass interference maybe.
Yep, no, holding. You called it, Brett. Good job.
First down Rose.
Yeah, maybe Jalen saw the flag and said, I don't want to take the hit. That's the Brett Atkins style.
Yeah, we got a first down here. We'll call it good. I'll just toss it away.
I don't need to take the hit. live to play another play,
We'll let
right?
Christian take the hit. I'll hand it off to him.
Yeah, Christian carried the load last 2 plays, so now they're going to bring in some fresh legs, and Ben Mraz comes in. He's going to go in motion to the left side. Oh, spin move by the – oh, Jalen's going to find his way out of it. Finds Colin Mashinki.
Nice catch by Colin. That was a Nice move by Jalen to get out of there, and nice pass. And boy, nice catch by Colin there to pick it up off the turf and turn upfield with it.
Yeah, it's a tough catch when it's thrown kind of at your shoelaces. And, you know, that's the beauty of Jalen. He's always got his eyes downfield. He's never really – sometimes you want him to run, but he's – you know, it's hard to – you can't teach that. You can't teach somebody to always keep your eyes downfield.
Yeah, it looks like he's always looking to make the play. Had a nice pass there, just a tad bit behind Colin there.
Yeah, I think he had to. I think big number 35 was there kind of dropping back into that zone. Maybe that's 39. Can't read their numbers very well, but dropped back in the zone, and he put it really the only spot it could be.
Jalen looking for that 42-point play here. Another nice pass. Boy.
There's a pass interference.
Yeah, interference. Great. First down.
First down.
So Kirk and I went down to the Outback during halftime, and I have to say it's from when you and I were back in school. This is really an amazing scene here. It's a lot of fun. There's DJs, barbecue, tents with a bunch of people. It's a lot of fun.
He's not lying. There was a DJ booth. I've never in my life seen a DJ booth in the Outback, but there was a DJ booth with multiple barbecue pits going. A lot of empty coolers, though. I'm a little disappointed in the.
Well, I don't know. Empty coolers, a sign of progress.
It's true. Again, Jalen's going to go over the middle to number 24, Trey Adams, the tight end.
Nice pass. Picked up about 8 yards. That's a good way to get started there and be second in a few.
Put yourself in a short yardage down. Now you've got the option, run or pass, and so you can keep that defense kind of on their heels a little bit as to what you're going to do. Grant Udisky to the far side. Dakota.
Looks like Hardin Simmons is in a zone on one side and man on the bottom here.
There's a designed run all the way. Looks like a flag came in the area of maybe offensive holding. I like that call. Jalen, designed to run all the way. He tucks it. Was able to pick up about 6 yards. I'm not sure that hold really affected it too much. Oh, chop block. Well, maybe that affected it.
We'll see on the replay here in a second what happened.
I think number 63 for the other team is definitely saying it affected him. That's tough when somebody hits you high and then somebody hits you low. So it's going to move the Roos back. So that big gain they got on first down is going to be kind of negated by that penalty. That's a big penalty there. It's going to bring down 2nd and 19. Two receivers to the far side. Jalen kind of sidearmed that one, trying to get that into Dakota Lowry.
It looked like he sort of slung that down from his hip a little bit. I don't know if he was trying to get it under somebody's arms or had to get a different angle on it, but just a little bit low.
Bring up 3rd and long. So, this situation, I think we're definitely in 4-down territory. Field goal is not really going to help when we're down.
Yeah.
42 points.
It's hard to kick that 42-point field goal. But, they're Jalen is.
Here's the offense I like. I love the stacked receivers to the near
Jalen's
side.
got to be really liking this. So he's got 4 receivers all stacked up, one behind the other. And
he's going to run, and I think yep.
Yeah, it looks like he's just trying to get into a good field goal spot there over on the right hash.
I've seen that formation a couple times, and they've been pretty successful with it. It's the first time I've seen it today, and actually the first time I've seen it in a couple games. But in that first game, they used it considerably and were pretty effective. So they are going to go for the field goal. 42-yard attempt. John Aldridge last week made a 46-yarder, so this is well within his range.
He's got the wind at his back. He connects on it. Should be something he's capable of doing.
High snap, low kick. I think it still went through. It hit the goalpost and went through, and it is in.
Wow.
Holy cow. That is at the end of the day, it's a 42-yard field goal, but it hits the left upright and still was able to get through in between. The two referees down there were looking at each other. I was like, it went through.
They both put up one hand at first, which I'm not sure I've ever seen that before. And they looked at each other, and then they both put up the other hand. Like, I think this was good, despite all odds to the contrary. Yeah, the holder did a nice job of getting the ball down, and then I don't know if it hit somebody's hand.
I think it was the snap, but it was Tim Gothard, who's the holder, who made one of the backup quarterbacks, who made a great catch and got the ball down in time, in order to avoid getting your hand kicked by the kicker and letting the kicker actually kick it, so it's not like Charlie Brown and Lucy where you pull it out from underneath them.
Yeah, that was a nice play to get the ball down.
So
And,
Austin College,
3 points the hard way, though. That is for sure.
yeah, that was pretty tough, but years from now it'll be a different story.
Remember when I kicked that
The wind was in my face.
62-yard field goal?
Wind in my face. A guy got a hand on it.
Had to run it onto the field uphill both ways.
So now he's going to kick off. So see what Austin College does on this after they ran the last one back for a touchdown. So smartly they kick it out of the back of the end zone. Got underneath that, so takes away the return. So
I guess
best thing could have
enough
happened.
of peoples looking at the back of his jersey, so might as well kick it out of the end zone.
Smart play there by John Aldridge. Well, defense is going to come out here. They're going to hand it off. That's number 26. Jeremiah Contreras pushes him out of bounds along with number 47 for Austin College. Seth Rodriguez. Number 9, Cam Hammond. Pablo Cantu, sorry.
Yeah, Pablo's had a good game. He's been in on a number of tackles, and he's been making plays back in the backfield, making plays downfield in the defensive backfield. It's been all over.
Number 84. Oh, nice tackle there.
Like
they're going to get a
potential horse collar tackle there, yeah. Well, we could probably spend the entire broadcast talking about things that are different from the old days, and the horse collar tackle is certainly one of them. Did you ever get horse collared back in the day?
No, that meant you had to get by people first. I never got by people to be able to grab me from behind. So that was never came into play in my game.
Yeah, that was usually the only way I liked to tackle people. Throw an interception, chase them down, just grab them from behind. No way I was getting in front of them.
Well, it wasn't shortly long after you retired that defenses, when they did throw the pick six, decided to go after quarterbacks. They didn't really go after quarterbacks back then. And then they learned to. Oh, there's a. Oh, yeah, Easy Robertson. That ball was so overthrown. Easy didn't have a chance at it, but he was sitting right there, ready to make the interception.
Yeah, he was ready for it.
I'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now they just changed quarterbacks. A.J. Hawkins came in. So look for the run option here. A.J. does throw it some. But this time he is going to keep the ball himself.
I don't think he has. He thrown it this game? I don't think I've seen him throw it
He's
yet.
not thrown it this game.
Well, he was down there, called down, but it sure looked like
He rolled over a player.
Yeah, it looked like his butt, instead of touching the turf, was on somebody's stomach.
I saw the exact same thing, and he got up and kept running. I thought,
I think he. Well, we'll take a look at the replay again, Kirk.
I think
Confirm, but I think he might have popped back up there.
Yeah, I think he knew what was going on, but I guess the refs didn't see it that way. As he comes off the field now, and Galen Glenn comes back in to pass on 3rd and long. Good coverage there by the defense, Ruse defense, and can't find anybody. Throws it out to number 5, but just off the fingertips with Easy Robertson on coverage. Even if Mr. George makes that catch, he's still not going to have enough for the first down. He was only going to pick up about 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, there's nice coverage by Easy, too. He had him he stayed at the first down line, let the receiver stay in front of him. And, if he caught it, fine, go tackle him and get the 4th down. Nice play by Easy.
So I think this is the first time we've seen the punt team for Hardin Simmons Cowboys. And they've stretched out the field. I don't think I've ever seen a formation where you've got guys.
Yeah, it looks like they got 7 across and at least a good 5 yards in between each player. So a unique punt formation.
And a good punt there by the punters. Colin Mushinki forgot to throw the fair catch sign, and he got met by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Cowboys as soon as he caught it.
Probably regretting not calling for a fair catch there.
The punter is Cody Harrell, and don't see it too often, but he got that ball into the air, up against the wind, and got a good spiral on it, got it to turn over.
Yeah, it was a nice punt.
Well, when you only come
Impressive calling. Caught that ball with how many guys who are right there on top of him. Nice hands.
So they're going to go back to the 3 receiver formation with 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Christian Johnson in the backfield. Jalen packed a pass, and he decides to throw it. He does, man. When he throws it, you hear
Colin. Colin had a few steps there, but they couldn't quite connect on it. So, Kirk, back in the day, did you return punts at all?
I did in high school.
Yeah.
But I was the guy that would fair catch it. I don't think I returned them. I was the guy that made sure that it didn't take a bet.
Punt fair catch returner.
It didn't go anywhere after it landed. Basically, I tried to return one once, and let's just say I would make Evan Dennis look like a superstar compared to what I could do. There's a good pass there to Dakota Lowry over the middle and bounces off and picks up the first down. So Dakota Lowry just, yards after catch, takes the hit. He's taken a couple big hits today and keeps going.
Yeah, nice catch by Dakota there. He was able to find, a little soft spot in that Hardin Simmons zone defense. And
good pass by Jalon and good touch on that one. I think sometimes you can fire those in, but he put a pretty good touch on it and let him make the easy catch. Good. Oh, he got hit early, and they're going to call a pick. There's the pass interference. Our receiver got hit well before the ball got there, and referee, the linesman, finally saw it. The other guy, back judge, didn't see it. Now they're going to confer, but our receiver definitely got hit before the ball got there, and that's how he was able to pick up that interception. Offense is staying out on the field.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a first down for the Roos.
Yeah, that'll be a first down. That's a good call.
Is that Colin Mashinsky who's down on the field here?
No, I think that's the Dakota Lowry.
Dakota. It looks like he banged up his leg a little bit here.
Yeah, he got hit before the ball got there, and then the linebacker intercepted it and rolled up on his legs a little bit as Dakota was trying to come back to the ball. But really, it was a good pass.
Yeah, nice play.
He just got hit before the ball got there. Otherwise, I think he makes that catch and
he makes that catch, and he probably has a good chance to fight for a first down from there.
With 6:33 to go, we got another injury timeout. Second longer injury we've had. He's taking some time with him. Most people kind of popped up pretty quickly. They still haven't marked it off yet. They said first down. I guess the head referee's over there talking to the opposing team's coach and trying to find out exactly what's going on. He's going to come off.
Like Dakota's up here.
Looks like that may be an ankle.
Yep.
A couple linemen to come help him off. That's a tough blow. Dakota on the year coming into the game, he had 22 catches for 387 yards and 3 touchdowns. So it's had several catches today and some good yardage to add on and tack on to that.
Well, I hate to lose anybody, but certainly hate to lose one of your starting receivers when you're going to be doing a lot of passing here late in the game to try and catch up.
They're going to bring in number 85. That's Michael Kress, the freshman from Round Rock, Texas, trying to take his place. Pretty big shoes to fill. But Michael Kress had a pretty good year so far, too, as a freshman.
They're playing soft off of Michael. Maybe they'll go to him here. Yeah, it looks like Jalen was looking for him. But
oh, there's a definite hold there. Good pass, good catch by number 16, Tony Pinson.
Really nice catch there.
But the reason why is because, unfortunately, Austin College had to hold. Big number 96 was spinning to get into Jalen's front side, and number 60 for Austin College, all he could do was grab on and grab a jersey. Jack Nelson, the sophomore from Carrollton, really had no choice there. I mean, at that point, you're trying to save your quarterback. You can appreciate that.
Yeah, you know, a well-executed hold at the right time is very much appreciated by the quarterback.
Better than the Olay where they just let them go. And
better than having a top of somebody's helmet in your chin strap.
So timeout by the Hardin Simmons Cowboys. They didn't like the coverage they had in play. Didn't like the lineup that Austin College was throwing out there.
So in the booth was here Jeff Kelly. Jeff, how long have you been the SID here at Austin College? This is my 19th year.
He's a glutton for punishment.
I think 19 is almost as high as 35,000.
It's getting pretty close.
I don't know. Once I get past about 12, it all starts running together.
Well, I think they got their defense out there and got it all squared away. I think Hardin Simmons, what I'm starting to see now is they're getting some guys in that don't normally see some playing time. So some guys not lining up in the correct spot. Some of these guys getting in for the first time, getting a little big-eyed. Jalen didn't see number 33, who just kind of, again, just kind of spying on him there. Kind of stood up last second. And
that case in hand over there, Hardin Simmons.
Reason why he's a linebacker, not a running back or a
That's
slot
right.
receiver. Speaking of, number 9, Jamian Shaw, looks like he's down.
He's limping off there under his own power.
Twisted an ankle, I think.
Hopefully he'll be all right.
Definitely no continuous clock here, as the clock has stopped at 6:13 in the third quarter. We've had several stops here in this third quarter.
Looks like Hardin Simmons play a little more man coverage here, so maybe they can take some shots down the side here.
There's going to be a little pass out there to number
Yep.
10. Colin Mashinki's going to get it. Almost a late hit out of bounds, but he backed off.
He may have picked up the first down.
Going to get it back to the original line of
original line of
scrimmage. Yep. That hold penalty kind of put them in a bit of a hole. Bring up 3rd down and 8. So we're going to have Colin Mashinki here to the near side. Grant Udisky to the far side. It's like Tony Pinson in the slot. Ben Mraz in the backfield. Jalen takes the snap. He's looking downfield. Sets his feet, locks his feet. Still trying to throws on. Oh, what a catch. Now, he got that. Good job there by the referee. The best thing is the referee made the best plays. He gave him the yardage that he had when he caught it. Got pushed backwards, but great catch there by Grant Udisky, or Colin Mashinki, who just goes up and bent backwards and still made the catch and stretched it out over the first down marker. 1st and 10 Roos.
Yeah, nice catch. Nice falling down towards the first down marker to pick that up.
Also, you know, there's a handoff there to Grayson Stacy, who gets around the edge and picks up the first down. But also, I don't know if you noticed, but Jalon threw that with a guy draped on his leg as he was going down and never gave up on the play.
That was a tough pass.
And it's a pretty strong arm to be able to throw the bullet that he did to get it to him. So 2 good plays back-to-back by the Roos, and they're into Cowboy territory at the 45-yard line, moving this drive. So slowly and methodically, they're moving the ball. And they help with a couple penalties, but all day long for Jalen back there as he's kind of bouncing up and down, but a good play there by number 51 who comes up and knocks that one down, Trey Irvin.
Yeah, Traylon looks like he's, for a freshman, he looks comfortable back there. It looks like he's got a good grasp of the offense, and it was a good start to his career here at Austin College.
Yeah, you can definitely see just in 9 games of progression. I mean, he's come a long ways from that very first game where very nervous and everything else. Now he's calm and collective and got a good feel for there you go. There's that play
Nice
again.
pass,
All
yeah.
right. Call Mashinki.
Like
First
they're-
down ruse. If it ain't broke, keep playing
Yeah,
it, right?
I think that pass kind of underneath the zone coverage is working for him, so might as well keep exploiting it. Christian Johnson coming back out. Maybe they can swing ball out to him.
So Grant Udisky, far side. Tony Pinson in the slot. Grant Udisky's on the near side of the slot with Michael Kress and far receiver, our nearest receivers to us. Jalen drops back. Looking for Colin Mashinki.
Well, that was a risky pass. He's trying to fire it in there to Colin, and
He got in there, but Javion
Javion
Mays
Mays.
got his hands in there, and then Colin's trying to make that catch at it below his knees. It's just, running. It's a tough catch, tough concentration, but we'll live to play another one on that one. They're going to put 3 receivers now to the far side and stick Grant Udisky and Colin Mashinki next to each other. Defensive line totally shifts. There's the rollout by Jalon. Throws it just a little bit high. Good coverage there. Colin Mashinki, the intended receiver.
yeah, he put it in the spot where only Colin could catch it, and that was the right place to put it, but that was well covered by Hardin Simmons.
I think the only person that could have catched that one would be Shaquille O'Neal. He threw that
Yeah,
one pretty
that's
high.
probably right. Somebody get Shaquille out here to catch some passes.
I put him at tight end and let him go. Just do that little 2-yard lob pass and then say, all right, just run.
Just watch him drag everybody to the end zone.
Drag all 11 guys to the end zone. All right, 3 receivers on the near side, 2 to the far side. 3rd and 10. Jalon back.
Ooh, Jalon trying to get away from some pressure.
He's
He
able to
has.
slip out. He's still trying to tuck the ball.
That's a nice play.
Good job there. No penalties, no flags on that. Picks up about 6 yards.
Another Hardin Simmons player down here. He'll stop the clock. Yeah, that's a nice play on 3rd down. He didn't want to turn it over. Picked up 5 or 6 yards. Gives him a fighting chance on 4th down here.
That's number 20, Javion Mays. I think he's the one that had his arm wrapped around Jalon, and Jalon slipped out of it. I think he's still trying to figure out how Jalon got away.
Yeah, it was a nice move by Jalon to escape that. And you're right. He really when Jalon, even when he gets away, he's got his eyes downfield, and it seems like he runs as a last resort. But he's a good runner. He's quick and can pick up yardage like this when he needs to.
I think when he learns to use his legs more as a weapon instead of maybe just as a last resort, he's going to be lethal. So 4th and about 6 yards. 3 receivers on the near side. Ben Mraz goes in motion from the slot. Looking at Ben, comes over to 24, gets upfield. Oh, nice little bear crawl. Going to pick up the 1st down.
Nice catch by Trey Adams. Trey Adams, a junior out of Wiley.
It was a good catch. A lot of the guys will catch that or will start to look upfield before they actually make the catch. He looked that in, tucked it away, and then put a shoulder down and picked up enough for the 1st down. Good little drive here by the Roos and run all the way for Jalon. There's no doubt about it. He's just trying to get to the outside, just can't. Number 29 comes up, pushes him out of bounds. That's Gus England from Frisco, Wakeland, Texas. So lost a yard on that one, but I do like that call. More times than not, he'll get to the corner and get around the edge. Now what I'd like to see is to do the exact same play, but then he just drops back and just.
Right, it'd be nice to pull up there at the last second and
Yep.
drop it over the defense for a
Ben Mraz on the
touchdown.
carry, gets to the outside, breaks through, a couple tackles, he's stumbling all the way to the 1 yard line. He was almost in the end zone. Good run there by Ben Mraz.
Ben, wow, nice run.
Some of it was running backwards as he got twisted
Yeah,
around
he
and
kept his feet running backwards after he got spun around and able to pick up some additional yards. Timeout, Hardin Simmons.
Yeah, Austin College didn't sub anybody in. They went straight to the line of scrimmage, and Hardin Simmons was trying to sub people in and out. They were about to get hit with a 12 men on the field. But, at the end of the day, that's not the worst thing because if you're at the 1 yard line, Austin College is only going to pick up 6 inches, right?
I mean, half the distance to the goal isn't that far.
Yeah. You even know that math.
I can do halves.
You can do halves, all right.
I don't know what half of a half is, though. Yep. We'll see if they can get back on the scoreboard here.
Well, if they put some points on here, they'll go above their average, which good job doing that against the number 20th team in the nation. I mean, all things aside, first head coach program trying to rebuild after perennial losing seasons is not always the easiest task, but you take little wins like this, right? So
yeah, I mean, I think the score doesn't, reflect how well and how hard Austin College has played. But no doubt about it, Hardin Simmons is it's a tough opponent. They're a good team.
So Ben Mraz looks like he was stopped at the 1 yard line, but there's a flag came in immediately. Hands to the face on the defense, so Austin College is going to pick up that 6 inches we talked about either way.
I don't know what that half of the half is, though. Are they in?
Not quite. I think maybe you get Jalon under center and let's do the brotherly push.
The tush push and try and get in there.
They're gonna huddle up. It's only the second time they've huddled up and
no tush push in the shotgun.
Not in the shotgun formation. Ben Mraz is going to take this one, and I think he's going to get in this time.
Looks like
waiting for the final word for the touchdown, Roos.
Go Roos.
Now, you're not going to see them celebrate. They learned their lesson a couple weeks ago when they celebrated being down 49-7 in a situation. Coach Tony White reminded them that, hey, it's still 49-14.
Yeah.
Act like you've been there before. And they did. This time they handled it the right way, and that's what Tony Joe White wants to see. But a nice little drive, right?
Nice drive. Jalon used his legs and arm on that drive, and some nice catches, good blocking. Nice one.
Now we're going to have a couple penalties on, I think the Cowboys are a little frustrated with some of the blocking that went on there at the kick, but good kick there by John Aldridge, and another good hold.
Yeah, the Austin College kicking team has really executed well, even on some of the snaps that were a little bit higher low. The holder got it down, and
Timmy Gother, another good hold there. Some unsportsmanlike conduct on, looks like maybe both sides.
didn't quite catch that. Are these offsetting here, or are they going to assess one of them on the kickoff?
I'm not sure they're really good at how that math adds up. 15 minus 15. Yeah, they're kind of like you. They may just stick it right where they normally do and just say,
just go kick it off. That's fine. It's the easy thing.
Yeah, it's the easy math for the referees. There's no math in refereeing.
No offense, refs. We love you.
So the Roos will kick off from their normal 35-yard line. Look for Aldridge to maybe put this one in the back of the end zone. That breeze is still blowing at his back.
He's got a pretty good leg. I think when he's had the wind at his back, they've all been in the end zone.
All but one.
All but one. Yeah, enough of a wind at his back that it's blowing the ball over.
The one he didn't put in the back of the end zone, they put it in the other end zone.
That's right. That's exactly right. That one's hard to forget, I guess.
Yeah, it's
Trying to think back to when they tackled somebody on the kick return, but
been a while.
it's, they may have a chance to tackle somebody here. No,
No, he's
out of the
going to
end
let
zone
it
as
go.
well.
So number 28 let that one go through the back of the end zone. Haven't seen him back there returning kicks at all this year, or this game at least. Kevin Martin, freshman from Silsbee, Texas. I think if you're not sure, you just let it go. Probably the right move on his part. So now we've got A.J. Hawkins in at quarterback. Got Miles Featherstone in at running back. Miles is going to take the handoff, get hit immediately by number 29 right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice play by the Roos defense there.
Josh Vreeland came up, put a big hit. Freshman from New Braunfels, Texas, from the home of Jason Lee.
Hope to see Jason Lee here. I think he's officiating a chili cook-off this weekend. Good for him.
Going to be a quick pass out to number 2. Going to come up and get hit immediately by 2 defenders there. That's Pablo Cantu. Good hit, as well as Evan Dennis. Evan Dennis on the coverage and kind of forced him back inside. He didn't see Pablo coming, and Pablo took care of it, and Dennis Evans jumped on top, get the assist. Team tackle there is going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Keep A.J. Hawkins still in the backfield. Miles Featherstone still running back. A.J. is going to keep this one himself and going to come up well short. 78 for Austin College. That's Caden McFarland, the sophomore from the Colony. Made the first initial contact at the line of scrimmage and did not let go.
Yeah, Caden's a big boy. He really stuffed things in there and stopped him in their tracks.
Good for him because, his job is not necessarily obviously it's to make the tackle, but his job is to take on as many blockers as you can and free them up so the linebackers can make the play. So this time he said he wanted to get a little bit of that, but that's going to do it for the third quarter for the Roos. So we're going to go into the fourth quarter now with the Roos trailing Hardin Simmons Cowboys 52, Austin College 19. So I guess we didn't make the extra point at the end. So after all that, I guess I got sidetracked by the extracurricular activities. And
well, the math on those penalties is hard to figure out, so it's easy to lose track.
Two penalties equals no field goal.
Two penalties equals not seeing the extra point.
There you go. Extra point, no good.
I noticed the band has an electric bass guitar, bringing things into the 20th century. That's great.
Yeah, they sound great too. We walked by them a minute ago, and you can just changes the whole dynamic of the crowd, and as a player, as much noise as you can get always helps. Still amazing. I mean, we got both sides. Our entire stands are full.
Nobody's leaving yet. All 35,000 still packed in here.
Fourth quarter, it belongs to the Roos, so they know that. And they know anything can happen, right? 33-point comeback could be the greatest in Austin College history.
Colin's going to have a chance to return this. Oh,
this time he learned.
Yeah.
But look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white jerseys. This time he said 6 is too many. 5 I'll take on, but 6 I'm not going to go and fair catch
that's
this one.
Enough. Fair catch. Call it good. Well, they got the ball to 30 though. The wind has died down just a little bit, it looks like. So hopefully they'll have a little more success passing into the wind here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and the way that Jalon throws it, I don't think the wind really affects it. He can throw that thing on.
He's got a nice tight spiral, so
on a line. So
like Hardin Simmons is staying in their base zone defense for this.
Looks like Dakota Lowry's back in there. This time we're going to hand off to number 4, Grayson Stacy, who bounces out gets out to the left side. I thought he was going to go down and spun away from it. Picks up a big gain.
That was a really nice run.
Getting about 22 yards.
So Grayson Stacy out of Alabama. A Tuscaloosa-esque run there for Grayson. That was nice.
So he followed Coach White from his last home there and wanted to finish his career with Coach White. Oh, you can see that there in the cover two. So they had a little bit of a lane there to throw it, and Jalen's put a little bit too far out in front of him. Overestimated his speed. It happened to me a lot, too.
Kirk, I remember you being faster. I think we should have a celebrity 40-yard dash like ESPN, and we'll get you out there. And
Have the ambulance ready. Jalen's going to roll out to his right side.
Jalen's got some receivers open. Nice pass.
Yeah, that's just a good little touch. Just lobs it over the linebacker. Makes the linebacker make a decision. Come get me or take my receiver. Either way, we're going to get 7 or 8 yards.
Got out of bounds. And well, I thought they were out of bounds. I'm not sure why the clock's rolling here.
So, 3rd and 2. Jalen's got over 200 yards passing. His first 200-yard passing previously was 181 yards. So, big day for Jalen. This is a run all the way and follows his blockers, gets out of bounds, picks up the first down. That's a good call by coach and good execution by the Roos. So, again, we've talked about the progression of Jalen, and there it is, the 200-yard career passing day for him.
Yeah, that's great for Jalen. It's
and we're still 13:30 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he'll be passing the ball quite a bit for the rest of the game, I'm guessing. So he may put some yards up today. Not bad for a freshman quarterback.
Not bad at all. Definitely has the potential to really do something really special.
Yeah, I think Austin College has a nice future.
Oh, ball just open hand, slipped out of the back.
It looks like Jalen brought his hand back to pass and just didn't quite have a good grip on it. It slipped out of his hands. I've been there myself. I know how that goes. It's not a fun feeling.
He pumped that a couple times and brought it back. I think that last pump, it just kind of slipped out as he went to –
Yep.
I think he found the receiver he wanted, got pretty excited, and then when he went to throw it, the ball wasn't there and just wasn't able to fall on it.
Yeah, he's upset with himself saying that's on me. But
tough break.
That is a tough break.
He's
looking at his hands, wondering how it got out.
That's exactly just like a shortstop who makes a bad play.
How did that happen? It was in my hand 1 second and just out the next.
Like in the World Series, the ball went through Simeon's glove, and he kept looking at his glove and hitting his hand in his glove. It's like, it's not your glove's fault. So it happens. All right, there's going to be a handoff there to number 10. Who's going to
– The Roos can assume Hardin Simmons is going to be running here. Hopefully they can stack up the line and get some 3-and-outs and have some more opportunities for Jalen to put some points on the board.
It's number 56, Max Wallstead, senior on the tackle from Highland Village, Texas. Cowboys try to run a little bit of clock here. Roos like they're going to bring the blitz, and sure enough, they do. It's run option. Quarterback's going to keep this one himself. He runs that right out of bounds. That's A.J. Hawkins from Arlington, Texas, Lake Ridge, sophomore.
Yeah, I think A.J. has run the ball every time he's had his hands on it.
Yeah, and I don't know that he's handed it off. I think if you're going to find a tendency, it's the tendency is he's not going to give it to the guy.
Tendency is they're going to snap the ball to him and he's going to run it.
But you can kind of see that he's the future of their offense. And, good run there by number 10. Number 10 just ran 50 yards and picked up 20. Miles Featherston, Mansfield, Texas, home of Pat Rabjohn. 1st and 10 Cowboys as they have the ball at Austin College 18-yard line. I think
it looks like, I don't know, 71, the center for Hardin Simmons just got knocked back. I don't know if the defense saw him move and ran into him or jumped before the ball was snapped.
I think he jumped before the ball was snapped, but I think if you're going to jump before the ball, might as well go for it.
Put a hit on somebody.
The band playing a little Chicago down there. Number 10's got some moves, but he does not.
He got popped there.
He did. Stood up. Now the offensive line just pushing. The whole line's just pushing him. And I think he's got
rugby scrum for 5 yards into the end zone.
touchdown.
Well, that's tough to stop, I guess.
That is tough. I don't even think the running back's feet were on the ground. He got hit. Yeah, 12-yard tush push, as Jeff Kelly says. Max Wallstad hit him, literally stood him up, and had him wrapped up. And then I think the defensive line.
Like he was going to be down, and then just kind of kept the whole offense come over.
Offense just started pushing. I think he was trying to pull him back a little bit and pull him down, and they wouldn't let him. So I don't see that too often. Point after attempt is up and good. So with 11:21 to go in the fourth quarter, Hardin Simmons Cowboys 59, Austin College 19. Well, we were driving the ball good, so hopefully, Jalen just holds on to it a little bit. But that's a freak play.
It's unfortunate.
You see it happen, but very rare.
I'm sure Jalen feels bad, but those kinds of things happen. Otherwise, he's had a really nice game.
Yeah, the one pick he had to start the game, I won't even call that really. It's a pick, but it's not really his fault.
Yeah, it was his first pass of the game too, which is unfortunate. But he, it was a nice pass. Just unfortunately got tipped up and returned.
Colin Mashinki back to receive this kick.
Well, the score is certainly not where you'd want it to be, but I think if you're an Austin College football fan, you have to be a little bit excited about the talent you're seeing out here on the field and how well the team is playing so far. Hope it's a good foundation for the next few years here.
Yeah, Colin Mashinki, senior, won't be seeing him next year. Grayson Stacy's going to leave. Ashton Milton, but everybody else is here. Ben Mraz, just a sophomore. Tony Pinson, a sophomore. Trey Adams, a junior. Christian Johnson, junior. Grant Udisky, a sophomore. Dakota Lowry, freshman. Michael Kress, freshman. So they're going to kick that one out of bounds. So Austin College is going to get a free pass at the 30-yard line. 35, sorry.
Yeah, let's see what Jalen can do here. He was on a good roll last series. Hopefully he can pick up where he left off and get another touchdown on the board.
Redeem himself on that open-handed fumble. All right, 3 receivers to the far side. Christian Johnson in the backfield.
Christian's coming out wide here.
There he is. He's
caught.
open.
Oh, boy. He had a little bit of space to move.
Christian needs to flare out more on that. He tried to cut that up. I think if he flares out, that's what Jalen was expecting. If he flares out, he gets more room away from the defender, makes it a little bit easier pass, and when he catches it, he can catch it on the run, and he's got that whole sideline because there was nobody up that sideline.
Yeah, he had some space in front of him. Looks like they're going to split Christian out wide again.
5 receivers, 3 to the far side, 2 to the near side.
Hardin Simmons only rushing 3, so.
Oh, nice pass, nice catch. Grant Udisky.
Gave Jalen just a little bit of time to look things over.
Yeah, you can't give him, you really can't give him too much time because he will sit back there and he will find somebody. And the second somebody gets open, that ball's there in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he's got good vision. I have to say, it's as a quarterback, it's hard to see what's going on. He's listed here at 5'11", and he certainly looks shorter than his offensive lineman and the defensive lineman. So it's tough to see what's going on over the middle.
Ooh.
And
boy, it's tough to see when number 95 came unabated to the quarterback.
Tough to see when a guy's right up in your grill too. But yeah, I mean he's able to see downfield in the middle of the field, and that's not always easy to do, especially as a freshman. He's got a good sense of where guys are going to be, and he's able to look through some of those sidelines and pick them up.
It's Garrett Hurley, the junior from Cypress, Texas, that nobody decided to block him, and he just had a free pass. Jalen did a good job of just getting down and avoiding injury. And they're going to keep bringing the blitz now.
And there's a pass interference.
There's the flag,
yeah.
and it came from the furthest guy. The referee is sitting right there. The umpire didn't
Carl
feel like
Simpson, another freshman, had a nice got off the line nice and got some good separation. Yeah, another flag down. That's 2 flags.
You got that
Got
math
that
down. You can double and you can half. But
Be nice if the Roos could score half as many points as Hardin Simmons today. They're getting closer.
maybe a sideline infraction? I don't know.
know. I didn't see what was going on over there.
Way after the play, they're going to ask. Yeah, so you've got a double whammy. They get the pass interference, and then after the play, they get a penalty on the bench of Hardin Simmons. So I've got to assume they maybe got too close to the field, and referee doesn't have enough room to run. But that's usually not a 15-yard sideline warning. It's not a 15-yarder unless they've warned them a couple times, and they just haven't been able to do it when the referee is running into people on the sideline. So
yeah, it looked like they had pass interference on Jamarcus Wilson there on Hardin Simmons, who actually made a good play on the ball. He just got to the receiver just a second earlier than the ball did.
Number 24, that's going to be Trey Adams, tight end.
Trey, nice catch.
And they've utilized that play to perfection as they've run that play over and over with different receivers in there. Grant Udiski's not in on the field right now. They've got Austin College has number 3 out there. Kai Simpson, the freshman from Edmond, Oklahoma. Looks like a little Barrett Jenkins. Jalen's going to go for the end zone. He's got Dakota Lowry in the back corner. Just can't get there. That's it's a good throw. Put it way out there. Hope your receiver can run underneath it. First down, why not take a shot? Been running all that short stuff underneath.
Yeah, he had him open there for just a second. That would have required a pretty nice dime to drop it in right there where it needed to be.
Bring up second and 10.
Probably good to get some passes to the back end of the Hardin Simmons defense, so
push them
everything in front of them.
Stretch them out a little bit.
Exactly.
There it is. Good one.
Yeah.
There's pass into Kai Simpson.
Yeah, Kai, nice catch by Kai, and turned it upfield and picked up a few more.
Kai started off the year pretty hot, and then I think he got injured and was out for several games. Back out on the field, but man, does he not look like a little Barrett Jenkins with
number 3 and
number 3? Not.
I think he might be a little taller than Barrett.
Yeah, 6'2", 190, a little bit bigger than Barrett too, but
I think Barrett was
145,
about 6'1" and 189, just barely bigger.
Yeah, again, not good at math.
I mean, Jalen almost as tall as me at 6'8".
Exactly. Good little drive here by the Roos and trying to get this one. Another score in, and second down and 7. Grayson Stacy in the backfield. Sneak a run in here, maybe. Yep.
Yeah,
right up the middle. Grayson's going to. And they picked him up.
Had a lane that he saw for a split second, it looked like, and then it closed down on him.
Number 90, number 36. Ended up making the play on that one. Greg Hawkins from Allen, Texas. I watched him play several years as my son was in the band. Grayson Stacy's going to find the end zone this time.
Is he in? Yeah.
Oh, down to 1.
Oh, boy, almost.
There's a flag down. Looks like there's going to be maybe a hold. Personal. Another chop block.
That's tough. Tough down in the red zone to be that close and have 15 yards against you on the third down.
Yeah, that's right there at the 1 yard line. Now it's going to bring up 3rd and long. Could still get the first down without the touchdown. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. So we got all of our receivers in there. Defensive line shifts at the last second. Oh, Jalen doesn't see him coming. Good job of hold. They said he held on to it. I don't know they did, but he never saw number 90 and 99 coming after him.
Yeah, that was tough. He
from the
had
blind
them in his
side.
back. So it'll be fourth and
A mile.
fourth and basically a touchdown here. I think they can pick up a first down at like the 2-yard line, but looks like they're going to kick the field goal. Try and get over the 20-point threshold.
43-yard attempt here. He's got a 42-yarder with the wind. He's going to go for the 43 against the wind. Had one for 46 last week into the wind. Good snap, good hold. Just came up short.
Oh, just short. That was close.
I think it kind of got caught up in that wind a little bit. It looked like it was going to make it and then just kind of died.
Yeah, that was a nice drive. Shame they can't get anything up on the board from that.
Yeah, that penalty crushed them. That's the second time they've had one of those chop blocks.
Yeah, they aren't helping themselves on the penalty front, that's for sure. So,
But-
Jeff, how many yards up for Jalen now, if you're tracking it? 239. Well,
Good little
Jalen
day.
having a day here.
Be a little quick pass to number 81, who gets hit immediately by number 9 for Austin College. That's Pablo Cantu.
Yeah, nice tackle by Pablo there.
Brady Dygert as well.
Yeah, they had a couple of guys in there teaming up on him.
Bring up 2nd and 11, so loss of 1 on that one. Hand this one off to number 28. Number 5, Brady Dygert makes the tackle.
Looks like Hardin Simmons was brought in there.
It's Jazir George, the wide receiver from Abilene, Texas, on the carry. I guess that's
A.J.
considered
Hawkins is back in.
a pass. A.J. Hawkins, what's the over-under that he carries the ball? It's third and 4, so he's in passing down.
I'm guessing he's going to run it, but that's just a guess.
He's going to hand this
Yeah.
one off, but number 9 right there, Pablo Cantu
Pablo
says,
making another nice play.
no can do.
Pablo having a game. And with a quarterback like A.J. Hawkins, who's always running it, the risk is that you get a little too confident in thinking he's going to run it, and he pops back and hits
Yeah.
somebody deep for 70 yards.
Yeah, on the season, he's 49 for 75, 49 for 7 out of 75 for 65% completion percentage for 437 yards, 3 touchdowns. So
Yeah, he can throw the ball. He just hasn't really done it today.
hasn't needed to. Good punt here.
He's going to let that go.
Get that. Oh man, this
Boy, that's
punter's
a nice bounce for Hardin Simmons.
number
that was-
46, Cody Harrell, just punts it. It goes straight towards the end zone and takes a right turn. Ends up going out of bounds. We're going to say at the 5-yard line. Hardin Simmons touched it and knocked it back instead of just downing it at the 1. So a little bit of a break for Austin College, but kudos to Cody Harrell on that punt. 61 yards.
61-yard punt. That was Brent Badger-esque.
Yeah, that was a good punt. And another good spiral. It's hard to get the ball to spiral and turn over when you're punting with the wind. A lot
Yeah.
of guys kick it now with the wind, and they'll try to kick it end over end so it gets a good roll. But Cody says, no, I got this.
All
So,
right, first and 10 from your own 5.
95-yard drive coming up here for Austin College, right? So
That's,
think positive.
Plenty of opportunity here for Jalen to get some more passing yards.
They're going to just hand this one off and try to get a little bit more room, I think. Ben Mraz in there. Picks up maybe about a yard. Austin College is going to use the whole clock here. 4:06 to go in the fourth quarter. Rouge trailing 59-19.
It's a good thing to burn down the clock here.
Hardin Simmons' defense looks a little confused. Ben Mraz goes right up the middle.
Nice run by Ben.
Yeah.
Gets close to first down yardage there.
Yeah, I think Hardin Simmons' defense was a little confused. You had two guys that were trying to cross. Jalen waited till they crossed the middle and then handed it off to Ben and went right up the middle. So good timing there by
Nice.
Jalen, who read that pretty well.
Nice call, Jalen.
Third and 2. Ben Mraz still in the backfield. Handed up right up the middle again. First down. Ben breaks through. Picks up about 15 yards on that carry. Nice run again by Ben Mraz right up the middle. Ben's going to get a little tired. He's going to bring in Grayson Stacy.
All right, Jalen, let's see if we can get to 300 yards.
Right here.
That's that'll probably
Go
get
for
you
it.
a touchdown, maybe another shot at things. And
Looking at a 72-yard pass play.
yeah, Hardin Simmons is just sitting back in the zone. They're just kind of keeping everything in front of them. Makes it tough on Jalen to find somebody.
Yeah, good job by Jalen. He kept trying to find somebody and dodging and setting up his blocks and then just throws it away. Good smart play. When it comes to, quarterback football IQ, he's got a
He's
really
got a good-
high IQ when it comes
he's-
to knowing what to do.
He seems to be making the right decisions and throwing the ball away when it makes sense to do it and running upfield when it makes sense to do that.
Bring up 2nd and 10. Grayson Stacy's going to get the carry here. He's going to try to get to the outside. Just can't get that corner. And a linebacker kind of sitting there waiting for him.
He got popped pretty good there, it looked like, right at the end.
Yeah, he did. Grayson Stacy carried that. That was like number 32. Zacoby Haverly from Waco, Texas, Midway. Home with Kevin Krause. Three receivers to the far side. So now he can pick up that, a little sidearm pass there. Had a little heat on that one.
Mashinki just couldn't quite get the handle there.
Bring up 4th down. Bring the punting unit out now. So Aldridge's going to punt this one into the wind. Want to get a good hang time on this one. You just don't want to return. Low snap, picks it up. Okay, fair catch called. I didn't see the 84 make the fair catch,
Yeah.
but number 5 did. So he's like, no, he's going to catch it.
Looked like the fellow return man called for fair catch instead of the return man.
But nonetheless, good punt because there was no return. So prevented the run back here with 1:39 to go. Austin College is hoping to let them maybe run the clock out. Put a new quarterback in. Looks like number 14's in there now. And get a couple snaps. We don't know what his tendencies are. It's Jake Helsley. He's going to hand that off. It's going to be number 28. Breaks a couple tackles. Finally brought down by number 47 for Austin College.
Seth Rodriguez again making another nice play.
Coming from the backside.
Keep calling Seth's name here.
Yeah, Hardin Simmons, they've got guys in that haven't played. These guys are pretty hungry. They don't get much playing time in the games, and they get in there, and they're pretty motivated and excited. I think Austin
Fired
College
up. Yeah, they want to get a
was hoping
good
they just
opportunity.
going to run it out, but that's not going to be the case. You got to finish. You got to finish strong. Number 28 is going to get another good run, brought down by number 47 for Austin College. Seth Rodriguez.
Kevin Martin out of Silsbee, Texas, with the run there for Hardin Simmons.
Unfortunately, he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock. you know, you can't tell a kid, you know, in that situation where you don't get much playing time, don't run out of bounds. Now I think they're in the victory formation. Take the knee
and call it good.
Yeah. Number 14, Jack Helsley's going to just, you know, as a coach, that's your favorite play. As a quarterback and backup quarterback, you're like, no.
Yeah, it's your one chance to get in the game, and you got to take a knee. That's no fun.
Yeah, you get negative 2 yards.
It's not good for his stats.
Stats going to be crushed for the year.
Poor Jack. He's going to have negative rushing on the game.
Well, Brett, it's been a pleasure having you up in the booth. I really appreciate you coming in from California to come do this with me.
Thanks. It's been an amazing experience. It's great to see all the support for Austin College here, and it's great to see all the fun that you can have at the games these days.
Yeah,
it's a blast.
Not what it used to be. So it's and there's still a good crowd in the Outback. They still haven't left, so there must be some cold beverages still hanging around somewhere.
Yeah, I think the Outback seems to be getting a little more crowded than the stands here at the end of the game. It's a good sign.
Well,
Thanks, Kirk.
Thank you, Brett. I really
Thanks,
appreciate your
Jeff.
help. Special thanks to all the people who helped make this possible today. Thanks on behalf of Jeff Kelly, Sports Information Director, David Norman, the Athletic Director, President of Austin College, Stephen O'Day. Thank you for watching. We will, Roos have one more game to go. They are away next week as they are playing Texas Lutheran in Seguin. And after that, that will finish the 2023 season. So until next year, go Roos.
Yeah. See you next year.